prosper. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper, because I know Jesus. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper, because I know Jesus.
Hey, it's epic, so refreshing. Wait a minute for the DJ set.
Not to for me, not to for me, not to for me, not to for me. When you send me so, I get Jesus. That my way the night chicken. Not to for me, not to for me, not to for me, not to for me. When you send me so, I get Jesus. Fashioned against me shall prosper. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper, because I know Jesus. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper, because I know Jesus. Not to for me, not to for me, not to for me, not to for me. When you send me so, I get Jesus. Which boat are looking glass? Not to for me, not to for me, not to for me, not to for me. When you send me so, I get Jesus. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper, because I know Jesus.
People, this is famous. Listen, tune in to Epic Radio every day, all night, all morning. Epic Radio is the best. Famous say so.
Good morning, Sierra Leone. Good morning, West Africa. Good morning to our listeners across the world. Welcome to the first edition of the Epic Morning Show for this week. And I'm going to bring the program to you this morning. My name is Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya. Well, remember say the Epic Morning Show, they come to you from Monday to Friday on the fine frequency 99.3 FM. We say also can live on Choice FM for the one that we did at the eastern part of the country's capital, Freetown. We did live on Radio Zimi on 107.5 now Pujon District, now the southern region. We did live on the YouTube and the Facebook page, and safe the live on Radio Garden, and also on the website on www.myepiconline.com. And also we can get sports and entertainment where they form part of the Epic Morning Show, plus the media review segment where also now another segment inside the Epic Morning Show where they be hosted by Marion Precious George. Today Salon they take center stage in regional diplomacy as we country they host the 69th ordinary session of the Ecowas Authority of Heads of State and Government. Now this is a significant milestone where they place Freetown at the heart of the discussion and regional peace, democracy, security, economic integration, trade and development. So we will look at a very sensitive topic. Sierra Leone hosts the ECOWAS 69th ordinary meeting. All waiting we need for now for this wonderful meeting. We don't start yesterday. We will discuss inside the program this morning. I'll go and introduce my guests then later, but let's go for a morning message of motivation when I rise. Stay tuned. welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. We message of motivation this morning. We are rise message now. Believing. I just think about this and CCS. I feel like it's time we for talk about time. So a lot of people and they will not believe in themselves. Now you tell some man they can't do this particular thing. You go tell you say me I'm able to do amo. And trust me, what you believe in and they work for you and all. Even we when a Christian. The Bible in Proverbs 23 verse 7 it says, for as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So it means what you think about yourself, that's so you did in the Bible. I should say the one himself when I'm Muslim in the Quran himself will get something very similar to something like that. So if you are that person that always feel like me I'm able to do this, then trust me, you will never be able to do it. So if you get that kind of mindset, it's and the first battle you actually get for win, now the battle in your mind. The battle in your mind, it's a battle that you fight daily. You don't foresee nothing like impossible. I'll Kelly say, I believe I can fly. Trust me, if you meditate yourself, if you get the belief in that your mind without wavering that I can walk on top of water, you able walk on top of water. For as long as there is no element of doubt within your spirit, you able for water. Now, so whatever thing you want for do, just believe say you able for do am. Trust me, you dey do am. If you believe say you go become a millionaire, you work towards that, you dey able for achieve that game day. But a lot of time in day we can doubt ourselves. We can attend for this is go possible. When you dey believe, not get any spirit of doubt. Just believe say this go work out for you. Believe say this week go be a very good week for me. Believe say this week while they go out so I go able for begin come something for me family. Believe say you go become successful even though nobody in your family not successful. Believe say you go be the next big thing na this nation. Believe say you go be the next big thing na the world. It is possible, it is achievable. So the message this morning to you, I challenge you for believe yourself, because by believing you are able for do any single thing. This is our message this morning. Stay tuned to the Epic Morning Show.
Signing anything where you don't believe, make you believe. Anything when I tell you about me, I'm co-signing. Anything where you don't believe, cause I not get time for the explain. I explain, me not get time for the explain. Believe, 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 make you believe, 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 make you believe.
OneXBet. Your game has no limits. In 1X Games section, you'll find hits, crash, burning hot, crystal,
Epic
western
Radio.
slot. Each game is a separate world with real winnings. Play on website or in the app. Visit the 1xbet.sl and use a SL126 promo code to get a 200% bonus up to
Epic
2,800 Sierra Leonean Leones. 1X Games, a world of games, wherever you are.
All right, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. Quickly before we go for breaking news highlights, I want to take this message from BNB. Remember, I say with BNB Cash App, you can send and receive money anytime and any side. All you need for do now for download the BNB Cash App today, and now Google Play Store for Android users or App Store for iPhone users. For more enquiry, call and customer service on this number 072500000. The number again now 072500000. This is the message from BNB. Up next, the breaking news highlight, and we get James Kamamane for that one. Let's go.
Okay, good morning, Reginald. Good morning to our listeners. So, up in the news this morning, we get the Minister of Internal Affairs, Morilego Esquire, officially opened the Emmanuel Rivers Union third ordinary session for technical meeting for peace, security, defense, where this meeting here will set the stage for defense settling and also describe them as historical milestone within the regional cooperation. Inside the same meeting again, we still say the minister also may call on the defense, the chief of defense staff, say make them try to take decisive action for eliminate sub-regional borders and demilitarize the younger issue, because he raised them seriously into the summit, and also say so that when they demilitarize them, they remove all our military people around this go able for make movement free, and people then go able for do their business as usual.
I think it's a very good move.
Yes, it's a good one for
it's a good move indeed from the Minister of Internal Affairs. Trust me, like you say, when the military presence there, people and still go there in doubt and all, but I think it's good that don't push them to Mano River Union. Let's hope that I mean the thing that we don't raise up the idea to and we get the military then for move out from there so that people can go about the normal business.
Yes, and it could be a good one because Salon Self they want for level CC the Kenyans come out and we take over, we place back where it belongs to be. Another one also, you see the Sierra Leone Civil Aviation Authority don't announce temporary security and traffic management measure at the Freetown International Airport. Now Lunge, we all know say the Ecowas Summit 2026 now Salon the host time, and it will start from the 17th to the 19th July 2026, and because of that we see the movement of delegate travelers and the airport users will face some high security protocols there. So you will come, you and a person way you self the travel, you go for face some strict restriction, and even say people will get able legal or legitimate passport or traveling document will face some restrictions. So it's not anything bad, but I want for put some high security measure because we also get delegates that will come. So within it the airport, the terminal, the receivers, the ones that where they say where they go left and people them and want to face some restrictions. So that's the measures, and I feel say that measure they really did in place.
Exactly, man. And moreover, we get forget different head of states them. Hopefully about 12
yes,
they come in the country and all. Then people and they need security. Other people them as well get for come because we get different organs of Ecowas. We get meeting. We all know how busy the airport get for them. Moreover, we are the only airport we get in the country.
And it's a beautiful moment we get on Salon.
Exactly. I think it's an historic moment, man.
Yes,
it's good that the Sierra Leone Civil Aviation Authority puts their measures and they for able for, puts the entire situation under control.
Yes, and I guess commuters also for sure understand.
Some amount of understanding.
This gets for happen. These protocols are going to happen. So if you know say for easy Sierra Leone airport, you don't want for face like a restriction. Maybe you might wait and postpone travel into another date way. I think will be subsequent.
Yes,
that's all we to get this.
Thank you so very much, James Cameraman. It's a pleasure having you in the program for the breaking news highlights. We go for a short break. After the break, background to the topic this morning. Stay tuned.
Say believe anything when they say about me, I'm co-signing. Anything when you don't believe, make you believe. Anything when they say about me, I'm co-signing. Anything when you don't believe us, I don't get time for the explain. I explain. Me not get time for the explain. I believe. Make you believe. Make you believe. I don't get time for the explain me say. I don't go able for the.
All right, welcome back. The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, they established in 1975. Now, the aim we make the establish ECOWAS now for promote economic integration, peace, security, and also cooperating among cooperation among West African countries. Now, the authorities of head of state and government, now ECOWAS is the decision-making body. So during this ordinary session, leaders and they review the political, economy and security situation in the region and also adopt policy them where they shape the future of West Africa. This year summit they come at a time where the region they face with several challenges, which include political transition, Now, some member states, terrorism and violence, extremism, na the Sahel, and also economic pressure really caused by inflation and unemployment, climate change and food security, and also the authority faced with regional trade and implementation of the Ecowas trade liberalization and scheme. Now, currently Ecowas get about 12 active member states. Sierra Leone joined Ecowas in 1975, and the summits they bring together ministers, head of governments, ministers, diplomats, and development partners. So Salon they assume a more visible leadership role in the regional affairs by hosting the summit. And also hosting the summit, according to many things, and they get a lot of benefits they bring to it. So many regional issues are expected for dominate the discussion, including security, democracy, economic integration, infrastructure, youth employment, and regional trade. But again, the question we will ask today, this morning, what in this summit mean for Salon? Why important for the ordinary citizen? What are the key decisions that we would expect, and how every nation can able for benefits from hosting such a prestigious gathering? For help me get this conversation this morning, we get Honorable Chairman Oba, when are the Minister of Information and Civic Education, and also we get Melvin Tijan Mansari, a journalist and a media analyst as well. Two of them going to go to me shortly after this break for make we unpack this particular topic this morning. Stay tuned. After the break, we get to dynamic guest them in the program.
Believe, make you believe, make you believe. I don't got time for they explain myself. I don't go able for the stress myself. Man, them busy, they power work. Now me name you make you walk. Na Congo sa you put me for. Jebelondo ke go bring Cambodia no well me way. Pepemi, whatever ya pepemi. Cho cho cho. Pepemi, whatever ya pepemi. Alaki monkey. Pepemi, whatever ya pepemi. Ke go bring Cam. Pepemi, whatever ya pepemi. I say believe anything when they tell you about me. I'm co-signing anything where you don't believe. Make you believe anything when they tell you about me. I'm co-signing anything when you don't believe. Cause I don't get time for the explain. Explain. Me not get time for the explain. Believe. Make you believe.
In the studios now, I don't be joined by the Honorable Minister of Information and Civic Education, Chairman Oba. Good morning, Mr. Minister. It's a pleasure for getting at the program.
Thank you so much, my brother. Always good for the with you.
Yes. How the weekend may look like?
I won't say quiet, but to be honest with you, we don't work. I think I posted about how we spent most of Saturday Obalunge yesterday. My team they work, we they write, we they produce. So this now all hands on deck because now we all the host. You know, you self now host.
Yeah.
Now they do a series today. We ordinary Sierra Leoneans they talk about what it mean to them for let them host because now the country they host, the presidents now in the host, and yet the country as well they host. So we needed to do all the things that we need to do for make sure say we all make this country proud, and then they would pay attention to.
All right, we understand yesterday in the official 69th ordinary ECOWAS meeting starts with few things. Can we get a little bit of update about how yesterday been look like, the one?
Yesterday, it'll be a very successful day. You know, always with anything, like for starts, even this show this morning, the biggest challenge for like kickstart. So this country they don't set up ECOWAS since when we ever host at this level. So this was a huge moment for we. His Excellency don't give it that respect today. So we only put in place everything. So, salon people, they worry if, the lights get for work, the sound get for work and everything. And so yesterday around 12, when they declare the start, you can see the Sierra Leoneans will think about all the things and they will ask and done and realize they actually were in business. So yesterday I've been a very technical committee, the admin and finance committee, and I've been here for meets. I've been in 39th session. It go very, very smoothly and getting conversation. Some of it was external, media was allowed, some of it's not just among themselves. And then this morning we don't put out, last night we put out a video, we put out a summary update about what happened. Again, it's mostly what you call inside baseball, a very technical part of the conversation and the what happened.
All right, they start off with the conversation proper. Salone get the opportunity this time around for host the 69th ordinary meeting of ECOWAS, and also this happened at a time where Salone gets the leadership of the ECOWAS. His Excellency Retired Brigadier Julius Madabio, now the current chair of the ECOWAS, and Salone at this point they get the opportunity for host this wonderful meeting we don't start yesterday. First up, what does this mean for Salone and how important it is for the ordinary citizen?
Well, I tell you, thank you first for even make this the topic of the conversation, because I think plenty of people don't understand what this mean for the country. And I'm glad you do the introduction, they set the scene for the people of this country. As I say, this summit, now one of the highest decision-making meetings where they bring together heads of states and governments of West Africa. They bring together ministers, they bring together technical people for discourse, regional peace, security, democratic governance, economic integration, and the future of ECOWAS. So now a big meeting, now one of the highest decision-making bodies. Keep in mind, we are original founding members of ECOWAS. When they bring them together. So when first they make that big decision last year for make His Excellency President Julius Madabio the chair of ECOWAS, they immediately signal say, okay, Salone, una be always in at the table. We be discuss sooner, we send peacekeeping mission day, we be make sure say something happen. Now ECOWAS even Sierra Leone election happen, say all man they say ECOWAS observers, ECOWAS this. Now they not been like we outside moral guarantors, and then they come in for solve with problems. But now we the chair. Now we they say okay, now we they decide. So that respect no more force where they give the country. It show the work where the country don't do. I want to make that clear. We don't come out from period of war, democratic instability. We don't show consistent democratic progress. We don't show leadership. And at a particularly crucial time, we don't see 3 member states, then we don't left. The war they go on in multiple countries, Ukraine, Iran, all in the rest of the Middle East, Israel, Palestine. And so at that moment, the ECOWAS say, Uda for Tonto for provide leadership. We get the clout, we get the personality, we get the experience for do that, then Tonto His Excellency President Julius Madabio. And then Sierra Leone take up the challenge, say we step up for host. Keep in mind, we're not being get the facilities then for host them fully. But President Julius Madabio think long term and say, ask himself 2 basic questions. How will you do this without hurting the economy? For maintaining the economic stability, but give yourself that pride there. Because for host, you get plenty things. An affirmation of the country in positioning. Say, you don't become now an international player. You get the facilities for host. We get respect for you because for heads of state, multiple say this man is able, they're able for handle. All what he take follow all cantona at a particular time in this time. I think a moment of great national pride. And I tell me this way, Salon people and for all their head up high and say, yes, we don't come off far, and today, now we the host.
You talk about the funding and all of those other things, we not be get the equipment and all, and in no record time. I mean, we see the completion of the Julius Madabio center. I'm sure you don't did it. You don't go, I don't pay site visits and all. What was the current status? Is it completed now?
Well, what I could tell you is that at the time we're not the minute for host on the 19th, it will be completely done. The facility will be done. If I tell you now, say it don't be done, I go don't mislead you. No, so keep in mind there are multiple facilities there. You get the 4-star hotel, or the bill. We're in a Radisson Blue Hotel. It not going to be done in time for this. Now I make you see most of the ministers and they stay on this side, and we do most of the preliminary conferences. I've been to Mani yesterday. I've been to Mani. We host the technical committee. 15 and 16 we get a ministerial committee. Then we also get, then we go back Lunge now for the 18. We're at the launch of that facility, the Julius Madabio Convention Center. That convention center there, it also gets a number of presidential villas. Of those presidential villas, there are 14 or 15, they as part of the ultimate plan, but then we don't complete up to 7 completely done. We will be ready. Okay? And then you get now the convention center itself when I host the event. And I'll tell you that they work multiple shifts and get workman and they can who go there. In fact, every day we go there, if you go there last week Thursday versus where you go Saturday, you will notice a marked significant improvement. They don't move from outside and they they continue. So I think the people of Salon for understand one simple fact that the facility we FB group they put on will be ready for host heads of states and governments across West Africa, and we the people of Sierra Leone will be ready for open that facility day on the 18th, where His Excellency President Julius Madabio will make a big speech for someone in this country for say this is not a moment we represent, the vision of Sierra Leone, where we want to go. This is not just moment for small talk, argument, this, that, no. This is not a moment where, irrespective of your party, your inclination, as a Sierra Leonean, you for just feel like, okay, we don't arrive, or we are arriving at the right time in international diplomacy.
There's a lot we basically can discuss on this particular one, but I don't be joined in the studios by Melvin Tijan Mansare, a journalist and also a social commentator. Good morning, Melvin. It's a pleasure for getting at the program.
Thank you very much for having me. Good morning from Bulem.
All right. So Melvin, we start off with you immediately from a journalistic perspective. How significant this summit be to Salon? You don't attend different Ecowas functions and all. How really this particular summit, significant to we as a country and to the ordinary Salonian?
Well, firstly, I think when you talk about the ECOWAS, basically, when you talk about the community of sub-regional nations. So, Sierra Leone, we will be honored that we host not only the authority of heads of state, but other different functionaries or institutions of the ECOWAS. That in itself shows that as a nation, we are showing our capacity, and of course, it gets a lot of bearing when you talk about politics, when you talk about international relations, when you talk about economics, when you talk about security. And I think the ultimate moment always can be the session we get for do with the authority of heads of states, because now they then can make big, or they can announce big decisions for let the ECOWAS Commission follow up on. And for Sierra Leone, well, I want to say, as a Sierra Leonean, we for be proud. However, I caught up in a dilemma as to whether for play to the patriotism card we are in, it will be easy for we see this event as, you know, there is this term called sports washing, but I'll use the other one that is called event washing, for give a superficial illusion as to how things they in Sierra Leone or they not they. And again, that's my dilemma, because I think this moment now moments where every Sierra Leonean for rally around authorities, the government, and with the people themselves for present a good image. But that's been said, another part of the dilemma that I had asked myself this morning, Melvin, do you want to do what is called event dating, wherein the event's significant, important, it means a lot for your country, but you still want to venture down the road of exposing inconsistencies or things that are questionable. And I don't know, because the minister there, and I think he is the most competent person for talk for the government, but me not therefore can get a banter or a sparring, therefore can get a conversation and a healthy one.
Okay.
And generally, I think my opening statement there will be, it's something that we for be hopeful that it ends successfully, because a successful conclusion of this event will mean a lot for Sierra Leone from different fronts. But already the kind sign the minister they talk about the Lunge thing.
Yeah, the facility.
The facility in Lunge, and when I check based on my research, the kind couple we don't go on that in the and 2 days no more than the use them for. I ask myself why. I stand for be fact checked, because the minister is a fact checker. You will find out that most of the events are being held in Bintumani. And if you look at Bintumani, the operating system of Bintumani, it's something wherein even if we derived much from financially, we not derive what you forget, we say in entirety it's ours, because it's under a management system. So my hope was this new facility, I mean, if you say this event.
The opening yesterday?
Not the opening I'm talking about. I'm talking about the usage of both facilities.
Yeah.
The one at Lunge,
and the one in Africa. Yeah.
According to the different narration, was basically meant for this big August event. And where I watched from the government's own, by the way, kudos to the government for having a website up and active and giving all clear details as to who size something the whole and all those things. Kudos to the government to make it easy for partners coming in. But if you see, Reginald, most of the events they happen in Afritoya. And only 2 events na they be na Lunge.
So is it safe to say 80% of the events they happen at Freetown and then 20% they happen at Lunge, Melvin?
With the ministers today are afraid for venture into number.
And I'm just
but most they happen in Afritoya. And if you look at the amount of money being spent on that facility, it was my expectation that most of the events for the happen day. Because if you are talking about a whooping sum way everybody know, I don't want to go to the numbers.
So, and they only get $24 million.
Exactly. I believe if you say most of the events now Lunge for be rather than Bintumani. But just 2 events. One, the commissioning, which is I think a climax moment for the president being the chair, saying himself gets not to old side, he go put people them, and just the closing. Just 2. And I ask myself, wow, does it worth it? Why not most of these events being held?
Maybe is that a turn off for you?
Yes, somehow. Because the kind of hype where the Lunge facility be non get. Even the president go do inspection, government officials and on the post now they handle them the timeline. My expectation was Lunge for the Lunge facility for them be the epicenter.
Okay.
But we cannot be into money. We're not a strange place for most of some of them. Then dignitaries. Then for me, I was asking myself, so the money, it worth it? And that's going to be up for grabs.
Thank you very much. This is a count me straight to the minister. Melvin just making your own submission, citing that, I mean, the huge investment we make for that facility, only getting $24 million, and it's only hosting 2 I mean, they host 2 days, the opening and then the opening of the center and also the closing and all. Mr. Minister, you want to respond to Melvin?
And this question get multiple responses.
All right.
So let I put on this way.
You put it into different layers.
If we been the construct the convention center for just host the heads of state, it will be worth it. Just the heads of state, it will be worth
Why,
it.
Mr. Minister?
Because now the first ultra modern facility will get in the country. But keep in mind, the one side where our may brother pay attention to, now that the convention center we don't build so for host this massive event go now become a platform for the country for attract what they call conference tourism. So I assure you now, say right after Ecowas done, when other major institutions like Purpose will be one host, the big conference will be host Niatra Day. We now within conversation with UNESCO, we say Sierra Leone for become the host of the International Conference of Information Commissioners and the International Information Summit. The question we then go always ask, when I get a center for Dudande, now for the first time in our history, we will beat with chest. We say, yes, we get that. Why? Because we don't make an investment, we don't position we. So you talk about, what if, for example, Sierra Leone be elected again for continuing our ECOWAS? What if we're elected for host or chair Commonwealth Africa Summit? For the first time, because we get this, we can host. So the other thing I will my brother and family and be excited about, that the president don't make a commitment for transform Lunge into a modern city. It's a long-term work. So when this opportunity comes, we could have built this convention center on this side. He say no. Plenty people they will, by the way, not like water. Some people and the way they talk to heads of state, others say, I really want kind of in a country, but the problem for I reach again, I jump in a boat or go around. So we say, okay, we create an ultra modern hub. Na Lunge. Support Lunge with electricity, 10 megawatts, almost ready. Support Lunge with infrastructure. We build that convention center there. I don't say 4-star hotel there. We get 100 plus rooms. International presidential center there with the host heads of states. Anybody can book and host major events in there. What's in that name? It means a restaurant in the open day. It means say people in the weekend for the work day. It means say the staff then are Lunge day. People in there they go get jobs. It means say then go they make money day. It means say then go they contribute to the economy. It means say anything conference come, the country they get that money there. So you see say His Excellency now focus on let we just this night a big moment for the country. We could have decided say let we just host all thing Lunge. He say no. Let Freetown, the capital city now, let say feel the vibe. And by the way, Melvin say Bintumani they under management. A significant part of the conference center at Bintumani is run by government. An asset facility. So the resources with the candy as well, they go back into the country. So this investment, and he say the massive money, and also they can talk about the investment. I will focus on the investment, but I just want to.
They also talk about the hype where we is for just 2 days.
Let me say, for those all the hype day if not be 1 day no more, because ECOWAS heads of state summits now 1 day. Elect not be half day then meet. If we raise that hype day,
if what's the amount of money?
Absolutely, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Because you get to think about not just where you don't host that one event, heads of state then can they expect we get international recognition, all the international headlines, the ECOWAS summit that was hosted in Sierra Leone, everything that the fact that you country be mentioned in the news by the effect of that. But I don't just talk about the economic benefits to the people where the jobs that will be provided as part of this, the facility will don't be built there, the fact future conference they can, the fact people in the Kana Saloon, the fact see some airline them Melvin, they know they stay in a saloon overnight because of the lack of hotel facilities. So then they come, then staff, then they go sleep in other country in Guinea because they know say from here and they go to top hotels and all. That's the change. Now You dey come, you pack, you plane yonder, you overnight staff, then can stay here 2-3 days until then change staff with other people. What's that mean? Anybody will stay in our hotel, now money than they. That money they be paid into the hotel. That money they buy food. Sometimes you must grab, pass around, they buy something. You want hire a motor car for let pass around small. You want hire some. All that is money that is going into the economy. So it is significant investment for tourism, for the economic development of the country. So Nanande, I just want to let we lay that facts. They say it will be worth it, and also we make another, and it's a private sector investment as well. We encourage a significant investment in the Bintumani facility. So Bintumani safe don't get a significant upgrade. I encourage you, Mr. Mansaye, for let you go there. Let you go see that Bintumani trade. Not to interview. This all a part of the country in improvement in the overall infrastructure. With the place we in the position now with somebody who will go to conference and they will go in their room, they will say, well, we would like to host in Sierra Leone, man, they're looking over the whole their eyes. They don't get the facilities. But now we get multiple facilities. We will host the highest level from heads of state. Take and down now. Ministers. You know, they host the minister in Naya because we have the facilities to do that. And then they get opportunity for can see the rest of the city. They must spend money. They must carry the way they hire. They must spend that money. Money they go into the economy, the food, the people who they get the catering service. That's money. Okay. All of that money they go into the economy. The one where they print banner, na money, na printing. That's economy. That economic activity, and then they stimulate the economy.
Mr. Minister, before I come to Melvin quickly, a lot of people and they say the country gets a lot of things that we then for pay close attention to rather than hosting the summit where at some point some part of economy go be needed or some part of revenue go be needed for make a successful event. Who's respond you want to get to the set of people and they will feel like well, instead of we hosting this summit, why not investing in this? Why not investing in this? Why not investing in this? Different things then.
So first, I don't like for dismiss people already say, oh wait, we will like this. But now so international and all development, if you can build you put money for education, somebody they say why make you not do health? Where you put health, somebody will say why you not build road. National development require investment across different areas. Okay. Before invest in healthcare, in education. This government don't show say when it comes to human capital investment, massive. But I don't point out say for let a country become a modern country, you got to also invest in infrastructure. For example, roads. You need road because roads they connect to school, roads they connect to hospital, roads they connect to agriculture, everything. Right? Bridges. President you don't build 24 bridges. You don't build 400 kilometers of road, more than
from the time we become
president, more than waiting APC doing 11 years when they been in power. So that's a massive continued investment. But any other country you go, then they tell you say part of the posture of a country, they look at things like your airports, your ports, your highway, conference facilities, hotel facilities. Then they all a signal of development. Like I don't say. You get plenty other. And what we do, we're different from what we people let me do in the 80s when we host OAU Summit. Is instead of we just go and take the money from the treasury, we find a public-private partnership, innovative ways for say, okay, the country will get this benefit, we will guarantee some kind of way, but would allow the private sector money do this. Over time, that facility still become the country.
So in other words, the center for be like a toll gate, like how the toll gate today. Is that what you're saying, Mr. Minister?
No, the toll gates now a build, operate, transfer. When are directly, then they basically charge ordinary people them. The center now would they use and any they charge. International organizations that we come, we need for use them. We will tell them any side else you get for pay if you want that kind of facility there. Okay. So then they use that way there. And then get, yes, of course, they make the money. When they know recoup that the money there, then they hand that over after a 30-year period to country. But keep in mind,
so it is for 30 years.
Yes, the arrangements for the public-private partnership overall as part of that agreement in about a period of 30 years.
They don't start now?
Yes, it opens, so sir.
Okay. All right, like and so Melvin, waiting citizen for pay key attention to in this Ecowas 69th ordinary meetings we don't start yesterday, Melvin.
I think citizens will pay keen attention to firstly, as we don't deliberate on, the minister will make a very eloquent case on the financial justification, but I think still it's arguable because if I don't be at a minimal cost, if you stage this event now Lungi no more on a Freetown no more compared to you're going to traverse Lungi and Freetown, where I'm sure that lead to the whooping cost we will talk about. And again, for paint a picture like the Lungi hotel not be getting capacity, that's something again for debate. And for say Bintumani 7 not be getting capacity, it's something also for debate. Of course, infrastructurally this is something new, but for me I think the money compared to what they talk about, the total money roughly is $225 million compared in tandem with the construction and the amounts being, well,
it's only 25 million for the total money as our Melvin.
I mean, if you are using $124 million for the construction of that facility, we're not 210 no more than they use them for.
No, I don't make it clear.
Not for this event.
Yeah, but it's not. So it was not just built for one event. Yeah, but we're going to build a conference facility.
Yeah, Mr. Minister.
And if Ecowas Heads of State Summits now be one day, we still needed to build a facility for just one day. So when you say 2 days, if you understand the way Ecowas structure, like yesterday have been just the technical admin and technical finance company. That's purely technical people, right?
Okay.
Then get 2 days. Then after that, you get another 2 days of technical meetings. That's all.
I'll come back to you for a response. I'll let Melvin get invited and lost in thoughts. Yes, you
so
come back.
Government spend 86. Government say then spend or they spend 86 million United States dollars, and ECOWAS chip in $15 million.
No, sir. That number is not correct, sir.
I must go. You can clarify it.
Yes, sir. So yeah, you can you give us the figure?
Okay, may allow you later.
Okay, let's go ahead. Then you can respond.
Okay, this is what government sources are saying, except we are saying something that is not true. $86 million. ECOWAS chipping in $15 million. That is a total of 101 million United States dollars, specifically for just hosting the event.
Okay. So this figure different from the
$124 million, which is
okay. Go ahead, sir.
Let's understand things.
Yes, go ahead, Melvin.
The $124 million, it's a PPP. The minister is very correct in saying that.
Yeah.
With the FG, is it called FG Group? FB Group, the Turkish company. So of course we expect that now that we don't know 30 years, we don't know the nitty-gritty, but I know that the agreement was in Parliament and it was ratified because it was tabled by the Minister of Finance. We will have to look at the fine details as to how then therefore they recoup the money from that. But for the hosting of this event, we cannot be talking about a 101 million United States dollar event. And you're saying for that facility alone, now 2 days no more you spend.
Regional big line interject, right? Because I must say Melvin.
I know I lost in touch. Mr. Minister, you go respond.
I want help with people learn. And I know say Melvin he like forget the right information. He makes a lot of effort for doing it.
Mr. I
wait.
I know. Can you please allow him to continue so that
I want like get information that they continue. Melvin, the event's not a cost anywhere close to the amounts we call.
This is what is on public record.
No, there's no public record.
So you conflicting figure.
No, it's my job to give the public record. And I clear all public record where they come out on this issue.
So I can give you references when you're done.
So clearly, the only figure where they out in terms of like the cost is not about administrative and technical costs. I can tell you, say, from the government coffers, from the government coffers, it's less than $10 million. Less
than $10 million.
Total. everything where they come out from the government.
So the $86 million not to
no, that $86 million is referring to the conference facility. Now that number they come out.
Okay.
Because the first day we spoke about.
Sorry for interjecting. The conference facility is $124 million.
No, sir, but when you break them down, I make I say, if finally you get the right information. Okay, and don't say you care about the right information.
Go ahead, yes, go ahead.
So when I put out the first time on the conference facility, I will show you now. You see, I want to let you pay attention. Look, you see now, you see this 86 million, now they come out, now they quota from. So the original amount for waiting we call the PPP, when a very innovative model, okay, we'll do. Now, the total investment, I mean, 86 million euro, and that was the original amount. Of that amount, this 15 million we they talk about, so not to Ecowas, FB Group, now them inputs the $15 million. The group when they bring kind of money.
$15 million.
Yes, 15 million euro.
Okay.
By the way, so at that time that's the number we announced. Yeah.
Okay.
And then from the bank, EBID, then take 71 million euro. But that amount they don't increase over time because of we'll add the presidential facility there, everything now. Now they announce the total amount, and this is purely on the cost of the facilities that are Lunge. Now count to that 124. So there's no way the government,
including the center.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's no way this money will call so in no amount that money no exist anywhere, sir.
That's
the
only
government of Sierra Leone they spend 86 million. Not possible. We know they spend anywhere close to that. Again, as I say, me the country information officer. Now me responsible for provider information to the public. At the senior the committee, I mean at the chair of the communications committee. I know I they work with finance on this. The finance minister they brief me constantly. I they tell you, see, I did the way they do the overall budget. For example, right? We get all kind committee right now they work on this. Security people, transport people, additional ferry, this, that, everything. Okay. In today's dollar, the total cost of this conference where they come on at the treasury, where they say, okay, this is not the treasury, where they spend, it's about $6 to $7 million total for host all of this over a 1 week period. Because President Bio insists for let we know, and even that Ecowas can for make additional contribution to that. So that money they get for go even down more. Okay? I want to compare that day to when Sierra Leone be host OAU. We say alone host OAU. IGI just put out a very brilliant summary of what it been cost the country for host OAU. What will be host OAU in 1980? It been cost at the time, the actual amount was $200 million. In 1980, we add the inflation and adjust. Today, you can put that number there. If you put $200 million in 1980, today the value of that will be $801 million. That's what they spent. It was 20% of our GDP, 50% of our total development cost.
So in other words, you think PSMB will do a better deal than waiting Pacheco?
Not even close. If you take the amount, now, then all that money they call so then go direct into the coffers. The young economic advisors at the time tell them, say, don't do this,
Right.
Today, we, as I don't tell you, less than $6 million, $7 million
from the treasury.
There from the treasury. But even if you want to add now, let's say you want to be generous, you add the 124 million in totality inside the cost of this, it will still amount to, if you put in 1980 value, it will amount to $30 million in 1980. That's one. That's number one. Number two, it is only 1.5% of our GDP. And number three, this money is not coming directly from the treasury. So in terms of economic value and the state of the economy today, because somebody be asked me, when you look at the economy in 1980, you look at the economy now, you look at the fundamentals of the economy, you look at inflation, you look at growth rates, you look at everything. Okay. It puts them in the this government, in fact, we ECOWAS colleagues in saying a miracle for let make this kind of investment and basically not touch any significance of other investment they would go on in national budget, but we don't do this by make we talk just about managing, say, oh, do I because we don't manage and try for protect the country but make the country proud.
Thank you, Mr. Minister. Melvin, go ahead and you get your bites now. Yes.
All right. Now that we don't get fresh information from the information minister contrary to what was first announced, let's take it at face value, because the information minister is somebody credible. But even at that, the figures we give, economic viability still go be questionable. And sorry for go outside. When you look at IMF diagnostic reports, it's one of the summary now that the government they spend more than within it generates. So assuming that this is a prudent investment, what is the expected outcome? The minister was very hypothetical, saying that, oh, other conferences can get for count. What if the conference then not can? It's hypothetical. So, I mean, I know it's business projection, but the numbers then, they're scary, and we hope that it not going to be another kind of OAU kind of thing, as he rightly on site with the IGR report. We seem for the government a clean bill of health in this investment. But sadly, or curiously I will say, not the IMF or the World Bank not make any comments on this investment. None. Mr. Minister, you can...
Well, I will clarify that as well.
Okay.
So they have actually commented.
Okay. Say what
because after we announce the investments, we don't get 2 additional disbursements from IMF. IMF, their biggest comments is then they always keep in mind every disbursement way that they make, it's based on an analysis of the economy, of the steps that we don't take, spending. You know this very well. I know you spend a lot of time on IMF and then conditions and how they do. So just last month, they make the next investment, the next disbursement, which now they tell you, it means, in fact, I think Chairman Dixon asked me, he say, how now they confuse Ecowas, IMF, for which then be because again, we president get a prudent management of the economy. And as I don't say, unlike other investments in the past,
Mr. Minister,
we went through an innovative.
Let me interject by saying that money is not coming to the government, but the investor. Right or wrong?
Which money?
The money we're talking about, you're saying IMF is making an intervention. This is the deal. The government, when it comes to the Lunge investment, let's argue basically on that, the government is a guarantor.
So that's exactly why IMF no they get problem with
it. They do.
Because it's a private money.
They do.
And a bank money.
They are looking at the high risk nature of the investment. What if it not yield the return expected?
But I'm saying, after that review, IMF, we then look at the same numbers and look at the same numbers on projections. Keep in mind, FB Group na business people, yeah?
Of course.
So FB Group then put their own money, 50 million, and go take it 6 million loan, this, that, right? All that loan, the private sector bank, they look at, hey, is this a worthy investment, right? If you go and go take bank loan now in a bank, then they say, wait now you projected income, also the money get for come. So the bank force, they look at all that and say, this is not worthy investment. We can see the path. Then at the bank. FB Group back, they look at all that and they say, yes, we can see the path. So IMF too study the same thing, say yes, there are risks. Obviously, always there's good.
So you agree that it's a risk
everything there is. Why we can money can I risk day? Every investment are risk investment.
I agreed, but it's called. I'm saying when there is a categorization of risk.
Yes, but calculated risk. So I'm saying the fact say FB Group, the bank, EB Bank, very well respected, give the money, means they assess the risk and say, this risk is worth it. That's all bank loans are risks are. So after, if Salome don't take that kind step, then keep in mind Salome no go take money, no go take loan, no add to loan exposure and all that. A private sector company does that. The country say, okay, will they guarantee will the benefits double? Will they guarantee that one where you paid on, you give you the facility as well because now we get them. It's a brilliant. In fact, I want to commend Finance Minister Fantamadi, His Excellency the President will provide obviously the oversight and the rest of the economic management teams. Because for us do that kind of investment there and not show up in our balance sheets. And then we maintain the IMF program, we maintain the credit facility, we just get an additional disbursement from IMF.
It shows.
Good idea.
It reflects on the balance sheet.
No, it does not, sir.
It does. Who is the guarantor for this loan?
Not the same, but not
the government.
Yeah, we are guarantors.
So if FB Group not able to pay, the government of Sierra Leone takes the liability.
See, but you don't say if.
That's it.
We're talking about risk. Possibility as well.
We're talking about risk because there are other things around.
No, at the time of the national balance sheet, You know, now Albert's Academy, I go. Me na be commercial student.
Me na art student at Edwards.
You see, now I make way the talk about number if you take time. Me na Albert's
No, numbers can be transformed into words.
And when it comes to this, you know, then the finance minister will sit on me, take me through, and I will share some of the documents there with you in a manner I can like for, because I like when you analyze, so I can like for give you the raw data. So when it comes to these issues, so at the time of taking the loan, in fact, IMF, by the way, if you know, say, follow within the extended credit facility program, we get limitations on loans that we can take as a state. You know that, right? We get a cap. We're not able to take more than that. So we're not able, for example, to take this loan. So that means it show up in our direct balance sheet. Now, the reason why IMF will highlight a risk is that if all the conditions are here within the top, so the bank, the business collapse completely, everything collapse, then the states go need for find innovative ways for step in. But I don't say a bank not to give you loan if you don't analyze that. Yeah, say there's a reason.
That's a modest explanation, Mr. Minister.
Mr. Minister,
Mr. Minister,
worst case scenario.
I'm not basing it on West. I'm just giving it as it is. So because of the risk is high, IMF and World Bank know that. That's why the government was not advised to venture into it. So that's what the government do. Because, of course, the government want to use this as an epic moment for show that, yes, under the chairmanship, there is something landmark. They use what I call economic proxy. Now, FB group, we're not going to take the loan, but we stand as shorty. So technically, the government gives an impression as if, not only we take the loan, we not just guarantor. But if you put them in a summary value, if the man will go, that's like you go build post in a police station, then the person run away. Or the person at the end of the day. That's the exact model where I see the government use. But I mean, let me not belabor the points on the economics. That time we were tell. I remember then we were not here. We also APC from records and answers. Now so they said we make justification for the OAU project until it botched. Then some of them think that they come out and say, they don't kill the
So you think time will tell?
Of course.
Okay.
And I agree with the minister. I don't want to be a doomsayer, but the fact remains, I think we agree for disagree that there is a risk.
Always.
And if
everything there is in this world.
What
we wake this morning.
The level of risk.
Low risk,
high risk, medium risk.
So not even a high risk. This is very high risk.
This is not the lowest possible risk of under this kind of because again, as I don't say,
yes, sir.
We get something for compare with. OAU 1980. The government go into the treasury, then take out 200 million. By today's dollar, $200 million will be 800 million. And then go pull.
The good thing was not loan.
50%. Now they tell you, that's the bad thing, sir.
No, but I mean, a loan.
That's the bad thing.
You want to do a state infrastructure, massive mega project, you are going to take a loan?
No, sir. But Melvin,
that means you not be getting money.
Melvin, see, if I let you, maybe on this one, the economics and the thing,
go ahead.
the economics is a specialty, eh?
Of course.
If you go to your bank account, you go take out money where you know able to afford, and puts investments. Basically, every economic advisor to the APC at the time, including the young governor, allegedly said, "Don't do this; it's bad. It will kill this economy." And they were right. It was the beginning of the ending of this economy, because they basically invaded the treasury and take out money which by today's dollar will be $800 million for organize one event. And when they do that directly from the government resources, we say no, government resources are scarce. We need to maintain with social spending. We need to maintain everything they go on. But the country is supposed to continue for advance and get international respect and increase with stature and attract additional investment and let we name play, let we get tourism, let we get all this. But we want to do it in a way we will not take into the account. We will not take loan directly. We seek private, this is what is recommended.
Okay.
We seek private sector investments.
Of course.
Every country under the one of the world, private sector investments. Private sector investment, and at a minimal cost. APCD, even if you take the risk, take the totality of the risk, let's say now the risk, let's say the worst case doomsday Armageddon scenario now happen. We're still talking about 1.5% of GDP. APC 20%, now 1/5 of the economy.
Okay.
So again, I'm just saying to you, but even this amount does not show up.
We are talking about a system already compressed by excessive, I use the word excessive, foreign or international debt servicing
which is exactly why we are not servicing debt.
And that's why I would call it a ghost investment. Government knows its situation, so it bypass.
No, but Melvin.
No, honestly, Mr. Minister. Foreign debt.
I'll come back to you shortly.
Foreign debt compared, it's very high. So government knows that. The Minister of Finance knows that. And he knows, say, international financiers, they will not buy the idea. So wait and say, okay, let's use the company, the private investor, go take the money.
You should be thanking him for that. The foresight to do that. I'm just telling you, you should be. You should be commending the minister for the foresight.
No, it's not a foresight. He's entered into a risky business. I'm also a businessman.
Melvin.
You're a businessman too.
The business of running the states, the business of running a country, of seeking investments. We want, for example, FG Gold. They don't spend over $1 billion so far. Then they enjoy the dig, basically, exploration. You know how risky that is? Imagine you can spend $1 billion. You might not find anything. You might be on the wrong ground. 1 billion. No.
That was before.
No, that's
that was before the conducting of the geo survey.
My brother,
some of them already get access to the data.
No, sir.
You know that.
So let me tell you again.
It's not a risk. That one is it's a measured risk.
No, sir.
Because you already get data on where government don't do geophysical survey and airborne, all this kind of survey. The report is classified. We know these companies, some of them
can too. Okay,
please let me learn. Some of these companies,
now they allow them for
no, it's okay. Land on the point, Melvin.
Proceed. You have
land on the point, Melvin.
I want to allow you guys.
Land on the point.
Mr. Minister, proceed.
No.
Mr. Melvin, please land on the point.
So we're talking about calculated risk and taking what I would call careless risk. All right, I will use these two terms: calculated, in the words of the minister, and careless risk. In the case of what he cites as an example of FG Gold or any other mining company, it's not a careless risk, because already they get a blueprint of, if you can explore now, let's say na Brookfields, governments get data on what he be done survey, say they na Brookfields. So that person only need for find specifically who's part the mineral they na Brookfields, but he already knows say he did it. That is not a careless risk, but a risk wherein you are gambling. This is a gambling risk. It can be win or loss. I agree with the minister. So I don't mean for interject Sam, but let the conversation proceed.
Yes, Mr. Minister, whose message shall we try?
No. We were in the middle of a point. So
yes, I know only we really around this point to get all that in there. Okay,
let me
quickly. Okay.
So, one of the things the way Minister Julius Matai can talk about on mining is we all need for land so much about mining. One of the privileges why I don't get enough for serving a cabinet with them. It don't teach we, to be honest, at the land. Because we all, Salomon say, the mineral organ at this country, but now the country don't fine. It is a very complex enterprise.
But before you say, you don't be get that kind of knowledge.
I don't be get, of course.
You don't be think so, say we get
No. I be the think like all man. Now they
talk before, so,
yeah,
so you think like.
But not to so it be.
So not to the fault. Is it the fault of the people then?
Again, I know the guy for big fault. I want to make a point.
Okay,
it's not a fault.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm just saying the point is, we say, we don't do that top study. So we don't know now. Say all of that day. First of all, did they do study? Like I'm glad we call Brookfields. They do the study from the top, and it say Brookfields. Under Brookfields, bauxite supposed for the day. That's basically what the study will tell you. In the car, you go two streets na Brookfields. You spend $1 billion dig, pull nothing. The bauxite is something like the 2 streets away. It's a huge risk. One of the biggest challenges we'll get at the country, and it's funny we talk about conference, but now they talk about mining, but on land through the minister, is that we are one of the least explored country when it comes to really the mining, right? Okay. So we get a study there, but now for really can now do the amount of money we cost for putting at the ground, for really now ascertain for say, okay, I had the line day, this, that, that money they take billions and billions. as a country, we don't have it. That's why at the end of the day, what's in the end up happening, we give concession, we call a company can, the company they take a risk, he puts $1 billion, 100 million, 3, 4, 500, 600. Company then they don't spend 200-300 million, they don't pull 1 million it. And some of them then they spend that kind of money there, you end up decide we spend it all with all that study you talk, so you don't get nothing there. You decide say, waiting, I got this one wrong. So I'm just saying,
right, yes.
So back to the idea of risk and reward. Any Sierra Leonean want tell me say, this country, with all the challenges we get, no be Ecowas chair, no host international conference, no get a facility we be proud of, no get a facility we be proud of, we not show up now balance sheet, we pull with money, we pull from education, this is how they keep the status quo, everything running. I make I say the Minister of Finance deserves commendation. Because we now, they don't give you this kind of respect. We all, with the can host, look, we go talk to ordinary people them, na the street, where they tell with them sense of pride. For say, me and Saloma are there, with the host Ecowas summit. And for the first time, you know they cost the country, waiting with man they call an arm and a leg. And nobody know the way they say, they cost you an arm and a leg, where you do, this man, is in the Atman now, now for the accident here now. So when you go do something, cut your hand for hand and cut your leg for hand. So that means you take everything away from you. So this country, they host this conference, will they get the respect, will they get the tourism, will they get the economic benefits, will they get the long-term benefits, will they continue now? I don't already talk, for example, me as Minister of Information, I did in conversation already with UNESCO for host the International Conference of Information Commissioners. We will never have been able to host that as alone. Which are they use for pitch? International Conference Center. UNESCO get for pay for it. It's also free. But I want to let them cancel alone. For the first time, I can tell them, say, we'll get state-of-the-art airport facility. Your transit will be smooth. You come from the facility, you go stay in a top-class hotel, Radisson Blue. And right after that, you can stay in and if you even want to invite heads of state or the DG, I have a presidential center where we will host, pavilion, where we will host heads of state for able to stay there. That's a massive national investment. Anything we do, for example, we even talk about risk and calculated risk. Who go McKinney for the town hall? The people of McKinney, they make one simple, clear plea. They say, hey, this road from Mashaka to McKinney, we need to expand it. The country not get the money where they go pull that the treasury now for do that. We need innovative means. The president say, I they talk to private sectors for do models like this. You have to go to a model where they say, okay, private sector, you put the money, government might serve as a guarantor because it is needed for the development of the country. And then we find a way for generate that money back for the private sector get the money because the investment they have to make their money. But the states get for do it in a way where it calculated. Now, if you do a drunken risk, IMF, they immediately kick you out of your program. Okay. One. Two, it begin demonstrate itself on the economy, the inflation, the dollar, those things, and they lie. So when you do a drunken investment, the way APC do 20% of the GDP, then take 800 million in today's value from the country in coffers, then go to the treasury and then pull. Imagine, say, the bank governor was, and historians, it says the bank governor was against it. Now we're in a country, we they do this, would they build a state-of-the-art infrastructure facility? Would they build the country in posture for go forward? No cost. Basically, when it comes to, we compare by no cost, I mean, we think about, again, the facility, the direct cost on the government in coffers. Would they maintain all the other social spending? Would they maintain all the stability of the economy? And we they get a state facility with every cell that we
Mr. Minister, so it's very clear. What message you they try for pass through this summit? I mean, President Bio get any ambition for a second term as the ECOWAS chair?
President Bio no being ambition for ECOWAS chair. President Bio ambition now for like continue for be a leader for this country, for project this country out na the international stage. Now the same reason make they look and say and say can be sit chair. Can serve an African Union Security Council. Now the same reason they look all the countries in Africa, they say, you know, it's now at time for this country will be there on the table at the Security Council, can serve at the Security Council. Now the same reason they look and they say can chair African Union Security, can chair the Security Council for the whole world and lead major conversations there on the issue here. That same reason they make President Tinubu, who see the video yesterday, we've been saying, I'm very proud for hand over the chairmanship to His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio. ECOWAS gets so many complex issues they deal with. President Bio uniquely qualified for handle the issue. Whether a military rule to transition.
Has he done well really in the 1 year gains? The pillars that we say they work on.
The judgment of how well President Bio don't do, it will ultimately be left with his peers. Because in the chairman for and colleagues them, right?
But in your opinion, yes.
What I will tell you is that the fact say they host so many of them, again they expect the Kayaso. The fact say on in leadership, all the things that we don't call for, when there's a crisis, Benin, coup, swift intervention, manage them, Guinea, transition to democracy, manager without losing another member. Mauritania, advancing conversations for bringing them come back, even they attend this one as well as an observer. The fact say he don't play that role, they don't maintain regional stability. From where don't they serious challenges. The Sahel states, you see them, they don't go there.
Now they talk about has he made progress?
Now they say, of course, that's what I'm saying to you.
Okay, go ahead.
You don't make progress, you don't engage them, you don't communicate with them. Some of them, he get deep level conversations about, okay, don't restore some relationships. Some of them with campaign thinking about membership exchange, freedom, openness, and all that, and the integration. The progress with President Bio don't make. I'll wait for you. You will see. So, on the 19th, a colleagues in the camp, you will listen to the speeches and listen to the commendation from his peers. So ultimately, you're not going to go put up a campaign. But President Bio, a leader, we don't do outstanding job, and he always available for do what it takes. This not a man from where he's small. You get the choice, say go college or join the military and serve your country. When it comes to service, every time you don't be faced with a crossroad, military service, he chose that. Peace and democracy, he chose peace first. He chose democracy next. He chose rule of law always. Every time when it comes to service, this is not a patriotic leader. And we believe, say, if ECOWAS turn back, then say, brah, what you don't do so, while you go another time, I am confident that President Bio is ready for do that.
Melvin, 1 year almost come to an end for President Bio as the chair of ECOWAS and all. You don't follow ECOWAS activities closely, Melvin. In your opinion, has he really made progress? Does it deserve another term? Based on what he has done.
All right, let's examine some facts, okay? And this is the point. I'm going to take a radical departure or a divergent view from the minister. If we are to examine the President Bio's legacy and the competent minister, maybe instances have been praised recently, and everybody they praise, I think, including myself, they say he's uniquely qualified to address the issues. And in peers, then I can mark in paper. I wonder, one, how can mark President Bio in paper? Where this na president where incumbent heads of state them be agree inside the 64th ordinary summit we be hold na Abuja, say because of the attempted coup, then forget an ECOWAS stabilization force in country, but yet still it not make you happy. I wonder how they get for mark that paper day. That now one. Two, I wonder how impairs them. They get for mark President Bio in paper. Where in 2025, under President Bio, there was this landmark ruling on FGM. That now be a case where FAP come with take to the ECOWAS court against the government of Sierra Leone on female genital mutilation. Where ECOWAS court rules say it is against waiting Salon government being don't sign up to and being give some sanction. One of which he say the government will provide redress and never pay $30,000 as a reparation to lead applicant and survivor Khadija to Balema Aliu. Today, President Bio government NOP. I wonder how impairs then get for mark that paper day. I wonder again how impairs then get for mark in paper where this now the president will be in campaign. A blast or APC say the kind of way where them pull Sam Sumana was unconstitutional, illegitimate, and all those jargons have been used. But where it can now, for honor, the ECOWAS court decision. I see Mr. Minister, they go checking his search. President Bio still not able for comply. I wonder how they get for marking paper and whose grade they get for gear on that. This again, I wonder how MPs then get for marking paper where President Bio, where Macky Sall and Dankwa Addo, then Kanayaso in January 2024, then say, well, from what we don't agree from the mission we can do, President Bio and government say, then they discontinue all legal and administrative procedures against former President Ernest Bai Koroma. But today, we yet to see any decision from President Bio or the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. So I wonder where we talk about, say, is more than fit. But also, I wonder how MPs then go mark in paper where in your country already they under incursion from the Guineans. But yet still, the government say people are free for good day.
On the Yenga issue.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yenga is already invaded, now like Russia and Ukraine. But yet still, we have the chairman of ECOWAS, who I think, though he get all the competence has been raised by the minister, but yet still, we don't even get a position clearly as to whether we are going to exhaust ECOWAS or we're going to ICJ. This is not the government where some minister they say, will they go international court? Others they say, well, we are brothers, we'll settle it as Mano River Union. I wonder, under that inconsistency day, how they go mark the president paper. But of course, again, the ECOWAS, I wonder how they self go mark their own paper, where then deploy a mission, a joint mission for visit Yanga. Then Kana Salon, they allow them. But when they go to Guinea, they were stopped. I wonder how ECOWAS get for reflect on that. I also wonder how ECOWAS go reflect on the reality that now then go sign a treaty where say anybody will not make coup, you never participate by election. But immediately, as that man Guinea win, Dumbuya, ECOWAS was the second after African Union for congratulator and left in suspension. I wonder. So when you talk about marking President Bio in paper, yes, it do well like Guinea-Bissau as na intervention be help for let them reverse the coup. But yet still, I wonder how this summit will get for mark President Bio in paper. I look forward to his speech and message. But of course, I will not be surprised if the whole camp praise and worship him, because that is diplomacy. When you didn't post in Pala, you didn't go tell a word where the offender. So I have deep contemplations and reservations on the legacies of President Bio.
But based on all what you've said, Melvin, are you hoping that it takes the mantle of leadership again for ECOWAS for another year?
If these issues are addressed, I mean, like I say, I wonder.
Can it be addressed again? Is that time, Melvin?
Well, I doubt it. But his legacy externally might be better than the ones internally from a country perspective. But Kutin and Lewe Salon for be don't do to ECOWAS where we no respect for do, and it's sad that yes, that happened.
Time don't really go for Mr. Minister. As soon as you are respond, or let's go for okay.
I mean,
I'll give short time for respond, and then I will go for break.
So, you know, like you always say, my brother, let be full small, Melvin.
Is that it yet?
Well, no. I mean, in the arguments, in the way you know me say I know they ever threaten. You know, say me no mix about threatening. I welcome your bravado always. Listen, when President Bio became chair of ECOWAS, he announced priorities: restoring constitutional order, deepen democracy, revitalize regional security cooperation, unlock economic integration, build stronger and more responsive ECOWAS. This is not the media summit. On every one of the issues, then President Bio don't make significant progress. I see Melvin spend time, they pick on small issues. Say, oh, I wonder when they will talk about this. I think, again, you have to understand, say, Sierra Leone is a member of ECOWAS. All the issues, every country then gets various issues will relate to ECOWAS. When ECOWAS they make a decision about your leadership, they look at the macro and they look at all the they pick say, oh, you know, there's this one issue where Melvin say for this no. And on every one of the issues, then if you get the fact, you will see say there's been so take Yenga for example. massive improvement.
How,
The
Mr.
first rule of ECOWAS is we forsake diplomacy. ECOWAS is a diplomatic channel. De-escalate, not allow let you devolve into senseless war. ECOWAS no war now, because any one war, it will affect the entire community. Here's a president. We're so calm under pressure. It showed the example of waiting economic integration, regional integration, peace and diplomacy must be. He walked the channel at the time where people say, oh, Guinea don't act in a certain way. He sent diplomatic envoy. He resolved the issue, bring in soldier man, then come back. Just last week, he finally announced the reopening of the border and the start of normal trade relations between the two countries.
Well, Guinea and soldier then still there.
Yeah, but again, his idea say Guinea and soldier. I tell somebody now I read it that day. Guinea and soldier they don't get honor. And there's no record of Guinean soldiers.
But they have arms and ammunition.
Yeah, but Sierra Leone soldiers and save day.
But then still we don't know they now.
You see, they say, you see?
I've not been there, so that's why they say, based on the chief, now the coach now, the chief where they did, Mr. Minister.
I'll tell you now.
Okay.
Hey, boo.
Go ahead, sorry, go ahead.
Show some respect to the people who they serve in your armed
Of
forces.
course I do.
These are people who abide by international law. Which people let them do? Let them fire? Let get war. You go serve in the war?
Why not?
No, you will not.
How can you?
I first go on that.
Mr. Minister, I don't go there.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm a veteran of country. I don't go.
Go ahead. Yes. Okay.
Melvin, you now, no reasonable, sensible person not believe say Salome for take war against with sister. You know the amount of economic.
It's not about war. It's about defense.
Yeah, no,
self-defense.
Now the self-defense person. So now make, in fact, young guys one of the reasons we made them the praise them. Because you know, fella, the one that we want. No, he said no. We are going to engage. We don't restore trade relations. People they move, the border don't open. Say, oh, but Guinea, but it's part of the problems. It's part of the solution. Not only the Guinean soldier they don't do. It's been a recurring issue for years. You know, wake up now, that's the point of diplomacy. Is to find a solution. Say, oh, some answer they go court, some answer. You know, even the court of justice, they tell you say, for don't exhaust all options before you go there. And if we talk to Guinea now, then say, okay, well, this is a disputed area. It's a small area. It's a disputed area between we and them. We say, okay, let's lay the foundation. But for we, ultimately, the goal is for people then forget access. Then for able to do their business, nobody know from one of them. We for able to collect the taxes in our own side. Those are the ticking boxes for we as a country. Because we don't want war.
And the young guys here,
we don't want war. Absolutely. That's now we own conviction. Guinea self na their own conviction. That's the whole point of a debate.
Okay.
So on that issue alone, President, you go get huge plaudits from my colleagues them. The other issue we talk about, on FGM, there's been multiple rulings by the Ecowas court. And by the way, the FGM court, the FGM case, I can be careful now for comments on that because my organization, the 10 women, I be leader of the organization. I've been one of the people who will bring the lawsuit against the state of Sierra Leone. But I could tell you, say, part of the judgment in that case is the government, the big judgment is the government for take steps.
Yeah, one of which is to enact a law against
time down.
Take steps. Yeah. ECOWAS respects internal democracy. On that issue, President Bill in cabinet don't approve twice. He don't draft a bill. He don't submit that bill. He don't go parliament. The bill in its entirety don't pass, although they expunge the direct, the direct reference to FGM. But we as a government, we position is that the general language of the left day for protect minors against harmful practices sufficient for we when it comes to implementation, and with the test and with the court.
Okay.
So when we talk to ECOWAS, we show them that progress. Say, nobody can look at that when a reasonable person say, no, they don't make no step it. We have done something that was not done in this country for 60-something years. Nobody not being mind for doing. President Bill don't do it. For bring come a position from the government on FGM. So on every one of them things in this, ECOWAS understands the way you get for manage these things, you get for respect. If we been grabbed, no more say, wait till one of in parliament for do ECOWAS go say this man not respect democracy. But we work with parliament, we achieve what we can within our democracy.
Okay.
And part of that democracy now, we're going to court for test down there as well. That is democracy.
So technically,
you're
going to appeal the decision.
Not an appeal. We go test, when they don't put the language like that, you take a case to the court. Keep in mind, as part of jurisprudence in the country, the laws include judgments of the court. Of course. For example, on thank you. So now, they say that language of the left this so. It means say anybody where they violate as a child, then forcefully initiate or initiate, because as long as you're a child, all initiation is forceful, because by the law you cannot give consent as a minor. So when they not initiate you forcefully, they take them case, then they will go to the court. We'll go say the court for rule that this is illegal, and it is illegal because of the provisions of the Child Rights Act, we say for do them kind of to children. Once the courts make a judgment, a ruling, we explicit on that, it becomes a law.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister.
What about the continuation of the Anescoma case as soon as
Stay tuned. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We'll go for a short break. After the break, we take call 0799 and 4993.
Epic Radio, people from all over the country, they send and receive money faster than ever with BNB Cash App.
Me a businesswoman, I send money to my customer in Nigeria. Quick one, no waste them.
Me a Okada rider, I buy me airtime, pay me extra bill without and not left me yourself. Simple and easy.
Me a student, I receive money from my daddy state with no stress.
Now so you go get some with BNB Cash App. You can send money in Canada, Ghana, Senegal, Guinea, Liberia, and other side them na the world. You can always process with
Epic Radio,
RIA, Western Union, tap send. Now you that send wave and MoneyGram code anytime, any side. Enjoy the fastest transfer, extra payment, airtime top up, and more. All inside one app. Download the BNB Cash App today. Now Google Play Store and iOS App Store. BNB Cash App is so easy, fast and reliable.
For more information, just contact the customer service on 072 500 000.
1xBet. Your game has no limits. In 1x game
Epic
section,
Radio.
you'll find hits, crash, burning heart, crystal, western slot. Each game is a separate world with real winnings. Play on website or in the app. Visit the 1xbet.sl and use a SL126 promo code to get a 200% bonus up to 2,800 Sierra
Epic
Leone
Radio.
Leones. 1x Games, a world of games, wherever you are.
We go now. All right, we take the calls now. 0799 and 4993. Okay. Hello, good morning. In name of side call you from? Hello? Hello? Good morning. Okay, Suleiman, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I don't get you now.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala add more wisdom for me, brother, and guide you in a mission, because mission you get to go long way. But at the same time, brother, the politician, all them where they can media, now for defend. Ecowas, OAU, UN, all they were an institution they were for solve problem. Who say the solve problem then don't solve in the world? And the other thing I want to ask Minister, I talk about government working by inside people then get for law, like OAU village. After the mission done, then place then they will go sell them back. Like how the other one they been do trade, oh been do trade. Thank you. But for Bill Segalioni and Naimat and then for Bill World, I'll tell you.
Thank you, Suleiman. I'll take more calls. 0799 Mohamed Suleiman Kouman on Facebook say, how would you build an international conference center inside an airport? And I was expecting Epic to read press release of the airport authority which says passengers should use. I'm not sure you start for listening the program early because we do we break in this segment. So let's just go forward. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, this is Joshua calling from Hastings.
Joshua from Hastings, go ahead.
Yeah, in connection with this conversation, the OAU bring for a lot of benefit. I don't name a few. That is very Lunge, what from Transit to Lunge. The first extension of the Lunge airport, the OAU building, the Congo Cross Bridge, the Free Traversal Road from Kaisau, the Mange Bridge, the Big Money Conference Center. And like Abadin so far, and a coconut and fish. Then they now get a lot of hotel. All going to bless no the OAU. You see, so we can compare the upstanding because the benefits they will still enjoy them. Just imagine from current town, actually, a free time at Chicago, now the train line. Now they use how many years now for 1979. Look at the National Stadium, look at the building, all of the blessing of the OAU. So they are make you do research and check. Thank you.
Thank you. We take more calls. 07994993. Let's just see this one. Mohamed Dadiba Kamas, Mr. Minister, the APC government led by EBK constructed more roads and bridges than President Bio. That is what he said on Facebook. We will take other comments as we pick the calls them as well. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, concerned citizen.
Brian Ojubier, God bless.
Go ahead.
Good morning to you, Mr. Minister. Mr. Minister, just like we talk, say, you actually know by the IMF advice, we know supposed to also unity because for telling the economy, we indeed not so big. But $200 million by then, this caller we just go out. Look all waiting agency. One man abu then you get of everything. You know, feel say this conference center we make with the grassroots people they no go realize, you know. Just imagine those days where he spent $200 million for 52 states. Una for just 12 states where they can, because so far the 12 states, Mali, Burkina Faso, everything no get for calm this conference. They know the part of Ecowas again. For just 12 states. You know, believe say if una also you now una go spend past $30 billion.
Thank you very much. More comments we go take and more calls 07994993. That's the number. We Chef King. The minister just mentioned like the likes of me because of his. Okay, so Koka Alusain say believe you always give. Okay, I can't take the other one because they really sound personal. So let's take a few calls. Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Panelist.
Yes, is it Father Lambert? Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Minister. Good morning, the one and only unbeatable man. Good morning to you, Mr. Mansahi. And one thing we say good on to you, Melvin, the south side in Arode. I just want to ask Mr. Minister, why we una den at the panel? If they don't done to you, they want get a source from Melvin, let himself say in what you know they agree this guy for interrogator because the man want to talk the right thing. Now he make they allow for let go into the right space. And the only question and I get for you. Thank you very much.
Father Lambert, thank you. From one concerned citizen, he said I don't think you can compare an ECOWAS conference to an OAE conference. We have less presidents, so it's less logistics for this meeting. The OAU was also a bad idea, but it passed. Personally, it's a waste of much needed finances that could have been put into one of many desperate sectors. What a waste. All right, that's from one concern. Texas we send as well. Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Bakar from
Bakar, go ahead. You have 1 minute.
His Excellency the President, a chair of ECOWAS, we are in. At the time this way, Salon only gets all the bomb and weapon when His Excellency the President. After this, we dey think about future war between Salon and Guinea with this diplomacy we see. That means say na the technique this way the government make because they know say they get for host the ECOWAS say the Yenga it don't open so that they go send the kind face. Yenga don't open up till now. Give me the flag. And then all the branch na Yenga. They all send na Yenga. Then the person when the chief he talk everything about Yenga, even the honorable. So he didn't say this government only they tell you about diplomacy. Then they spend huge tons of money. That means that this government will build this stadium inside 2 months. The stadium there before Bilam inside 2 months. Look the kind amount of money they spend for only being 1 grain tea when they get for use for 2 days. Now the only beneficial thing. Thank you.
079 and 4993. Just to take few calls. I mean, it's the minister mentioned the different facilities. There's a presidential villa, the center, and also a four-star hotel all day. Hello. Hello.
From Godbridge. Yes, this is a boy from Godbridge.
Boy, go ahead.
Inside the conference center, they most likely in a protected leave them day. So some people that they try for prepare protected leave to an international conference center. The UN right now, that model they follow. The UN they link up with private companies then for fund humanitarian and other things there. Check the website the normal. And me said work at the UN, I know what they talk. Check the website the normal. Then number 3, if 10 people they don't go take money in a bank, they don't invest, say they invest in a project. That's a signal say the project is worthy. 10 companies there, that means 10 banks they all assure their people they give them money. Then 10 people they look at that project, invest on they say this project is good. That you don't even need to question now and ask 10 people then or almost amount of people that take their money, put and do.
All right, boy, thank you. 079 and 4993, maybe 4 more call, 1 minute each, and then I come over to Mr. Minister and also Melvin for respond.
Hello.
Yes, morning.
Good morning, sir.
Pamusa?
No, you correct. Thank you. Very
okay,
good.
Pamusa Nalwaza, go ahead.
I will tell the minister, thank you. Anytime I list this minister, listed you, I glad it. Because one, now my way they talk to you, let God bless her for we for that. And the question they go now to her. Why make every time na president come more than the praise, the excellency, the president, the excellency, the but president can minister them, he get other deputy minister them. One day I know read them praise minister or them praise deputy minister. I want to ask if na the president come more in one line they work. Now that's I want to know today because anyone we can na president the excellency, then we make it two Ecowas. Then we left peace. Now we have, because I'm not saying any being small and much day. So then all that thing and the Ecowas able to make a non fine for we. For now we able left like how been there back. We no problem like for me again. So that's Pamusa. Thank you.
Pamusa, thank you. 3 more calls. Alaji Coleman on Facebook say, why is the government demolishing structures of ordinary Sierra Leoneans to accommodate strangers for less than a week? The structure of this project will not benefit the ordinary citizen except otherwise. He said that on Facebook. Hello.
Good morning, Reginald.
Yes, Anamta, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Melvin. Thank you, Mr. Minister. Mr. Minister, I missed you that last time. I get you today. It's a sidekick. The fuel. It's a day when I connive with them for the wicked week. I miss you that early.
Anamta, please focus on the conversation.
No, it's okay. It's a sidekick.
Yeah, let's go ahead. You don't get time. Yes, go ahead.
Then this issue, I'm glad the way the minister come. Then Melvin always like he advise journalists and say, Melvin, you're so credible. We're not going to go in forget facts, checks them. We're not going to go for the investigate. Then there's what is program come? Our government spend 217 million. Government put 101 million in the government's account. Now the minister look at he said the money will reach 80 million if you need around 7 million. So that one in America can advise the journalists there, we're not going to go check for me. We're going to can give it because I hear them there. Then they try justice back at the whole. There's Mr. Mura. Yeah. Papa, but so Mr. Minister, we are going to come, we are going to enlighten people.
Thank you.
The benefit for this project. Let the people alone feel that.
Thank you, sir.
Let me feel the benefit. Look at how the country all. Thank you.
2 more calls. We don't go overboard with time. Salon connect me. That's it. The situation in Sahel State, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger adds another layer of urgency. This country has faced political instability, military takeovers, and growing security concerned. Okay, let's just take this and take the last call for today. Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Aaron calling from the East Coast.
Yes, go ahead quickly.
Yeah, my brother, during the AAU, the government has spent $200 million. This Ecowas summit at $120-something million. According to the SFPP, one of the Veladena SABC, he said now loan from business people or business partner. Now only $1 million come up from government cover. I want to know if that money the way the business people they loan the government is not free. How they get for it even back?
Hello, you just begin listening to the program?
Yes, I just listen to the program.
All right, because the minister we don't speak so that but he will respond to the way they report. We don't speak on that issue really.
Okay, but
all right, time long. Let's take last call 07999499. The last person now for today. Marion Precious George Sevrevo can give the media review segment. This could be the last caller. Hello. Hello.
Good morning. Yes. How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Yeah, Mina Bangura from Smelason.
Go ahead, Bangura.
Yeah, I want to tell you thank you for this scientific program and very informing program. Yeah, I want to tell God thank you for the panelists that we get to Mr. Minister, the able professor. Maybe there for the professor.
Go ahead, Melvin. Please, the time.
So, I want to tell you, say, Ecowas, they don't lose their credibility. They don't lose their credibility. Ecowas, African Union, they don't lose their credibility. By the way they conduct themselves from 2024 to up to date, the credibility what they get before, they don't lose them totally. You know why they lost them?
Bangura, go ahead.
You know why they lost them? Because His Excellency President Diodena Salon almost know the controversy was surrounded concerning election. Then go ahead and gear as a chairperson. Now they already need say he want to go back for second term for chairperson for Ecowas. This is the problem. Africa will always remain African.
Thank you. That's the 1 minute. Time don't go. Come to me guess them. Mr. Minister, quickly I go appreciate if you summarize the answer then for me because
question number cool.
Yeah.
Quick one on the sidekick fuel. Just the past few days, fuel price don't continue to go up in the global market. Will not change nothing. People they may allege wrongly. Say as soon as no more, we don't call. Now they wait say one day another is no. We don't maintain stability. We don't keep a fixed price, and we don't give a period of that stability. So at the end of this period, we assess again. So again, this idea say we sit down in the fuel business. A fine way. I want to make that point. Now, I think the summary of this conversation come back to two major things about how this benefits the ordinary people and comparison of cost. The only appropriate comparison of cost for 1980 and now will mean say in 1980 they spend 800 million and we spend 30 million. That not be the comparison. And even that of we own 30 million, none of it in the kind of we own account. Then you 800 million all now from the account. The taste of the pudding, like how it's man and they say, is in the eating. The real value of Ecowas, the question we they ask is what it do to the economy. OAU, in 1980, most economists, they tell you say, IMF, they tell you say, World Bank, they tell you say, now it destroy the Sierra Leone economy. They say, oh, build one bridge. No, sir. You could have gotten 50 bridges. But because of the imprudent economic management, because it was not advised, because it country not be getting capacity for DWAM, then basically invade the country in coffers and put a money they will basically collapse this economy. That's not the judgment of economists and historians.
Okay.
Compare that to today's investments. The government, they spend basically 1%. In fact, the value of it is 1% of the GDP, but in terms of what government they spend at 0.00000%. Then the government they spend. Why? So we go maintain our economy. Somebody say, oh, if I don't use that money for building, I think that's exactly what they do. Would they maintain with social spending, free education? Would they maintain healthcare? We see the progress we will make in every single one of them sector.
Okay.
Somebody also asked about what we for do with the facility and what in the facility do. One boku missing. Now make me interrupt me, brother Melvin, because I'm not saying what they go far and people they take what they say. He say they don't build all that facility use them for 2 days. No, sir. Nobody need to build a hotel. The hotel is being built because there's an event, but the hotel they continue for be. And again, it's a private facility. Government no bill.
Private government serve as a guarantor for a private loan. The purpose we put, if not to loan fully, as I don't say, every group they put their money in an investment. Okay. Waiting any country they look for do. Now for fend private sector people where they can invest in your country. President Bill don't do that more than anybody else. Then third, somebody say APC build more road. No, sir. The total number of roads where President Bill don't build, we don't construct between this time, this and two, we don't make very public. You check the number, you check the kilometers. President Bill in 7 years, he do more roads than APC did in 11 years. Full stop. That's just the fact. Not to argument, not to debate that day. Okay. And then I will say the final theory. I go on for respond to now whether waiting how this they affect the benefits to the ordinary people there and the ECOWAS impositioning.
Okay.
We as chair of ECOWAS, ECOWAS represents diplomacy, it represents integration. The reason why I make ECOWAS now one of the most vibrant sub-regional economic bloc now because it not lost credibility yet. And then gone to President Bill because President Bill they make that person the way talk. President Bill don't make Lensege respect in a chair. Me now on a chair of information ministers and now the sub block. And now just say this finally, please. When it comes to that facility, going forward, I don't say we go for organize more and more conferences. We get everything called conference tourism. But countries like Rwanda, a big chunk of the economy focused on conference tourism. Why? Because they have state-of-the-art facilities. Sierra Leone, thanks to President Bill, get that? We don't build infrastructure. We support the people of Lunge. We deserve them. We're very proud of. And we do all that without collapsing our economy and maintaining our social spending.
Mr. Minister, so all the 12 head of state, they come. They expect them for camp?
No, not to all 12 of the heads of state they come. But I will tell you, say, a significant number of the heads of state they come. Some of them, they, now vice president, they come. Something they get another event where they happen or something like that. Some of them, they, you know, where they send very top level. But yes, there'll be a heads of state summit. There's also a ministerial summit. And the full schedule, yesterday and today, the technical meeting. Then you can forget the ministerial meeting, 15 and 16. The 18 would they open the logistics depot and the Julius Maada Bio International Conference Center in Alunge with the commissioner, President Bio will give a big speech. And then the 19th, the heads of state in the camp will be a closed event.
Thank you very much. Melvin Tijan Mansai, you respond to the callers and what you want for left.
I want to tell them plenty thank you for the input. It shows that Sierra Leoneans cannot be taken for granted. And yes, I agree that President Bio in election for a second term, ECOWAS, the left we par a that. No wonder you see APC Day in the fragmentation within this so because Samora they say electoral justice is in sight, whereas other people then they say the term don't pass. And that's for don't be resolved by ECOWAS and coming out with a clear position, which they never did. The figures on the investments, I think now that the minister can state that, some of the other figures and officials going around with those figures should be corrected. And again, I want to agree with the callers. You cannot compare the OAU summit to that of the ECOWAS summit because, in my opinion, it's a false equivalence due to the magnitude and the scale. You cannot compare over 50 heads of states to that of just 12. Indeed, that makes a lot of sense. And I think those researchers must go back and look at that for an issue for marginal error. There is an investment risk, as we don't agree on, and it's a matter of wait and see. And this is more so the case because there is high external debt at the moment we say earlier in the face. And the hotel is not entirely government owned. And I think the minister don't be very honest in saying that. And if not entirely government owned, it's a private investment. They exist to make profits. And I don't know if you say now cost recovery or low cost hotel. So that again is something to look at. SLP, you cannot dispute that. It's a public record that SLP don't do more roads than the APC. Let me emphasize. However, some of these roads are cosmetic and costly. And a common denominator with APC road and SLP road gets, now that new or old, pothole is the order of the day. ECOWAS credibility, yes, it's at stake because with the fragmentation of the alliance of Sahel states, even ECOWAS itself, when they deliberate, that is a thing when they scratch their head over as to how to bring them back, or if they are not coming back, how to collaborate with them, because in terms of trade and movement, that was the thrust behind the establishment of ECOWAS. Conference tourism is contingent on political stability and security, and I think we all will agree on that. And thus, my respected brother and minister say, ECOWAS is a diplomatic organization. But, Mr. Minister, I'm sure you will be at the conference today. They are talking about the compact for the future. One of the proposals in that compact when we were in Abuja is that there should be a force now. It's called a rapid response force, where in ECOWAS, they move from a talk shop to an action force. Right. And until that is done, I think, yes, there is a need for ECOWAS for rebuild them public image, as you already don't do for the government now, and then for come out and make sure that the people of West Africa, over 400 million, get more belief and trust in what they are doing.
Thank you very much, Melvin Tijan Mansari, and thanks to the Honorable Minister of Information and Civic Education, Chenoba, we are to come and be part of the program this morning. We appreciate you now so much, Mr. Minister. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming as well, Melvin Tijan Mansari. And thanks to always taking our time for listening. Up next, sports and entertainment, and my own Precious George with the media review segment. I've been Reginald Briano Juku Tutsoya. Till I join you some other time. Bye-bye.
Oh baby, remember me, then I saw you there. Oh baby, think of me, then I saw you go. We are no day by you, now the songs that is for the listener. We are no day by you, now the songs that is for the single. My number one, oh baby, one. If I could survive, yeah. Yeah, me na popolipo. I say not judge me for waiting and not do cause me to you ex. The songs then is for the listener. Oh, remember me, where I don't day. Where I don't day, but you know the songs then is for the listener. Oh, remember me, where I don't day. Oh, you know to let her, fish no get feather. The love we I got no get header, no get header. Dance for me, take a chance on me. Never dance for me, make you no watch nobody. Kono yema, I like a fun fenefo. Kono yema, kono yema. Money.
It's Monday. Let's start off with the sports update. So Salone International winner Camille Conte don't join Broomsley FC from Bristol Rovers for an undisclosed fee, but Crinsby Town were entitled to get 20% sell-on clause if the player will get a new contract. It has finally come to an end between Mighty Blackpool and Rodin Michael as the chairman penned down a resignation for being the chairman of one of the oldest club in the country's football, with a Mighty Blackpool. And in the world of UFC, that'll be a very bad night for Conor McGregor as he returned to the octagon, whose ending defeat to Max Holloway at the UFC after he sustained one new injury. And Sadiqa Odo don't become the first player for win 3 Wimbledon men's wheelchair single titles since the event start for play inside 2016. And El Haaland don't show a lot of praise for Jude Bellingham, as he say he consider Jude to be one of the best players in the world. And finally, England beat Norway 2-1, 2 goals from Jude Bellingham for Get Sports in the last 4 of the World Cup. The last time England reached into the semi-finals now been 2018 in Russia. For this morning, this will get inside sport.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to your very first edition of the NCM News here on the Epic Morning Show. Me, Big Daddy. Starting here with Sarkodie and Kwame, of course, Smoke. The song don't claim to number 2 on the Ghana Apple Music right now. And of course, Javi with Pella. Well, finally, the couple don't unveiled, of course, the married date way now, the 1st of August 2026. Artists want to respect copyright law in Sierra Leone. Well, of course, we'll be getting into that because the whole thing we want to analyze. But stay with us at 4. Camouflage, of course, we pay a visit at the next next studio, which I meet Famous. Of course, we began a chance for listening very first song we did about for drop, and of course, according to him, he said the energy was right. So we'll be expecting a new song from Famous. Yes, and of course Epic Radio presents the Epic Oldies Corner. So let's be ready. October 17, Saturday, and the price still has 100 millions. You will buy the ticket now. And St. Anthony Hall, now the place to be in a side street. Dress as your favorite oldies artist. Not forget. And of course, I want for wish happy birthday to the legendary rapper, of course, we na Jacob Medo Bangura, where we can call Jakey J, as today na in birthday. And he also don't promise we say he gets a new song as the birthday present way na time we say feature must be. Then the mixer now it go drop on tomorrow finally. And finally this morning, Kim was early thing they happen. Of course, just when you drop the menu and everywhere scatter, we just say tap day. Now thing they happen. Let's get into that. That's not all we get for you this morning.
Sometimes then when things they go wrong in the community and people they keep quiet. But for keep quiet, not a fix the problem. Now that's make Epic Radio they bring to you blowing the whistle. Blowing the whistle like a radio show who say ordinary people them go talk about what's in really they happen. Now the community them. Whether from bad road, no water, poor service, unfair treatments, and corruption. So now this show where they call out things them respectfully and honestly. And when something good they happen, where people they make progress and real change in their life, we also they talk button. This time you chance, follow you speak up and follow the hear your voice. And follow you ask questions when I go answer. Whether you live in a town or a village, whether you young or you a woman, or whether you a community leader or a concerned citizen, this show now for you. We not just they talk and forget, we they follow up with the issue, so something happen. Blowing the whistle, your voice, your community, your power, only on Epic Radio 99.3 FM.
I hope that our visitors would listen to the song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed every test. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. You know our music is rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But if a man...
Steve Jobs once said, "Not allow the noise of other people's opinion drown out your own inner voice." Hello and welcome to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, where they come to you on 99.3 FM, on Facebook, YouTube, Radio Garden, and through our website at myepiconline.com. You can also get me through Zimi Radio 107.5 FM inside Ujaun District. Mina, you host Marion Precious George. And inside the show this morning, Minister for Internal Affairs called for permanent end of Yenga military occupation. And also leader of the opposition at Parliament demand accountability over 2023 hydro deal delay. And Civil Aviation Authority announced airport security and tariff measures ahead of the Ecowas summit. All of the stories plus the review of various newspapers they inside the show this morning. And for discuss these issues, I get inside the studio Solomon Sundu, Executive Director for Be Found, and also get James Kamara Mane. Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to the show and happy new working week.
Yes, good morning, Marion. Good morning to listeners and viewers.
Okay.
The same to you. Happy new working week.
Okay.
Though it ends with the July rain.
But the rain not begin come.
Rain they come.
Rain they come.
Rain they come.
But we experienced late rain this year.
Oh yes, now that's what they say. And it can be dangerous for we.
Okay.
If you can recall, where rain they come, that kind of way they look at July ending and you go to September.
Okay.
Remember no more waiting on the period ending.
Yeah.
Very serious.
Okay. Mane, good morning.
And good morning to a listener now there again. I know we don't got this morning, so I want to say good morning again to them.
Okay.
So it's a new week and we don't start a new week. We don't pray that all we wishes them we will accomplish it this week and more. They're going to continue to give you the strength for accomplish what we want.
How was the weekend?
Not bad, just quiet as always for me.
Okay. Quickly, may we look at stories reported on the front pages and may first take now the A to Z newspaper. Top story reads, China and Sierra Leone mark 50 years of diplomatic relations. And also Ecowas commences 39th Administration and Finance Committee meeting. Sierra Leone and Jamaica strengthen tourism and cultural ties, and another story, Parliament to debate MPs' welfare in open session, and this is according to the leader of government business, or the majority leader in our Parliament. And finally, NRA senior management retreat ends with renewed commitment. All of the stories and more you go get now the A to Z newspaper this morning.
With me, I get the Concord Times newspaper. The first story reads, HRCSL APC push tripartite election monitoring rights agenda. Another story, NCRA DG assures APC moral guarantors of government commitment to credible civil and voter registration. Another story, EPA launches NDC 3D forum to accelerate climate commitment. Another story, China and Sierra Leone celebrate 55 years of diplomatic tie. And the final story, ACTB unveils $25,000 SUV as a grand prize. All in story and more, you will get now the Concord Times newspaper.
And away from that, I take the satellite newspaper, a very big banner headline as Mavericks mislead public. NASIT delivers outstanding investment returns, financial analyst Assad. Another story, Minister of Fisheries engages steering committee on Fish Harbour project. And NPRA DG briefs Parliament on petroleum industry development. Finally, ACC wraps up anti-corruption training seminar in China. All of the stories and more you will get in the satellite newspaper.
With me, I get the Premier News newspaper. The main and headline so reads: ECOWAS Finance Committee convenes in Freetown. Another story: opposition leader demands accountability in energy agreement. Slafa launches national U17 boys talent. All the story and more you will find the Premier News newspaper.
And away from the Premier News, I take the AOCO newspaper. Top story: IGR report says government avoided OAU 1980 mistakes in housing in Austin ECOWAS 2026 summit. Another story: ECSL showcases AI version of transparent elections at Global Forum. And Sierra Leone celebrates Africa Anti-Corruption Day, leads Africa with 99.54% asset declaration compliance. And finally, Internal Affairs Minister cracks down on lawlessness as Bike Riders Union adopts new slogan. All of the stories and more you will get now the AOCO newspaper this morning. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we'll discuss a range of issues this morning as I make mention of the various issues them where we discuss. We'll look at the very first one, Usai, the Minister for Internal Affairs, where Mori Lengo Esquire don't call for permanent end of Yenga military occupation. And the minister make this way, it be the official, make the statement where it be the officially open the Mano River Union third ordinary session of the technical meeting on peace, security, and defense. Usai make mention of the summit as one decisive platform where Usai assure delegates them say the country, Sierra Leone, fully committed for translate diplomatic dialogue into enforceable cross-border protocol. He said the meeting will serve as historic milestone in the collective journey towards lasting peace, and they make mention of the regional cooperation where he say remain the ultimate cornerstone of stability and economic prosperity across the Mano River. Of course, then get side session them also side they make mention of the security talks with them all regarding the Yenga border dispute. Usai say the issue where don't they happen, don't witness subsequent bilateral agreements. Them Usai Salon affirm sovereignty over the territory, and talk about the persistent military presence where he say don't left the dispute largely unresolved. He talk about strong stance where he say they for take the Mano River Union for take in terms of addressing such issues. This and plenty other things them the minister make mention of inside the meeting. He make mention of them things that went on you to the Mano River Union, and he talk about the country commitment, but a lot of things in the way people be the hope say the minister go look at where come to how far the government don't go. Sorry, in terms of the Yenga issue, of course, we see a few days ago where the government put out a release calling on people na Yenga for return to Yenga, as it says, stability don't return na the place. But one of the chiefs na Yenga be counter that press release. They also make mention of several things that will still they happen there, and even say the Guinean military still they na Yenga we make the residents of Yenga afraid for going to that particular place there. But this meeting, the minister make mention of things them all the strides with the government on they make in terms of restoring sanity in that place there. I'll start with Sundu on this particular issue.
Yeah, this now one topic yesterday we deal with the good governance program. I even mentioned if we get ECOWAS, summits now, we will get all the head of states we comprises of Guinea. We, don't the I know we use the word terrorize the neighboring country on border issues. And I will actually let this be the topmost issues. We President Bio for able for put across, because then summit here now for make una can sit down, una able for revamp the regional corporations, una able for revamp regional reintegration, una able for talk about, you know, the economic state of Ecowas, how, you know, then also other issues way related to Ecowas member states. And this now one key issue, this anger issue. If anything we can take advantage of this time round, I believe say we president for TINAP and say this is what, you know, Guinea, and we no go like foresee Guinea, Liberia, Salone get into conflicts. It no go fine for them we neighboring country here. So I believe say, you know, Ecowas, as Ecowas, we talk about standby force, all of them saying they are not sitting for discuss, then saying they. So we own now one key way, I think, say emphasis for day on them. If ministers they meet, we urge before a minister, let them be one of in key priority in tabling, you know, the anger issue as to how it will resolve. You know, when government pull press releases, we all know say first will be they say no, this anger issue, or, you know, the soft diplomatic approach, don't they fail? Now use the other side, because diplomacy, we talk about diplomacy, it gets different slats of diplomacy. We don't use the soft approach of diplomacy. Now other people they talk and say, let we take the other hard hand of diplomacy. But we they say no, let we not reverse ourselves to that kind of situation there again. We know how don't come out.
Okay.
You know, so that could be the, you know, appeal to presidents, the ministers, we concerned about foreign policies. Let it be the key priority of resolving anger issue, and not only for Sierra Leone, within the border, you know, the neighboring countries like Liberia, Sierra Leone. Let them make sure say that, because, you know, border issue they bring come trouble. We don't see, I remember the Balkasi Peninsula issue with Nigeria. A lot of problem it did, a lot of killing, a lot of things. Now later now, you know, then tell the Ecowas piggy get people then Abacha, then, you know, Monday no more. Now make me the ask for we get elderly council that salon. Because all of them say they forget who saw get we former president then, vice president then came for sit down and really look at issues and table them. Salon, we need them say
so
we don't.
That's going to make a very big difference.
Yes, I tell you, one of the Nigeria and then other countries like Ghana, we may know where they succeed, they respect them former authorities. In other words, anybody we don't lead, don't talk precedents. My country, I like now for one time, they get experience.
Okay.
I know we say go 2 times. It gets very big role for play in national development. We campaign decision making. You know, will be like say you will take decision, you know, they detect to the one way day. But when it comes to issue, that elderly council will sit down. Like for example, waiting all no happen at salon so for we get that kind of thing in a salon. Mark you boku thing for don't solve.
Okay.
Then for the able to talk to them company say, for example, we only talk to only President Kurumaka and also. Now because of the thing and they will not get people that we go say they get a bold mind for say, let we talk to former president there. Not involved into this. But when you comping, we don't have that seats. You don't see say don't come out the guy sit down. He joined that elderly council. Where you come, it throw the bag wagon because you cannot go against all of them.
Okay. Now, Mane, we see the minister, Morilengo, make mention of several things them, but he make a particular statement where contradicting or we contradict the press release where government put out regarding Yenga. So he make mention, say the outcome of this session where they all on Friday go ensure tension around borders permanently eliminated. He say Yenga be decentralized and free from military occupation and free movement of the people, goods and services be maintained. And this statement, you look at them and, you know, compare them to the statements or the earlier statements where government put out, say, Yenga open now and free for make people a return. And there is no military, you know, the Guinean military not there anymore. And compare to waiting the minister say, and it means that the Guinean military still there, and this now waiting the chief say, and the one of the member of parliament from Yenga, where we interviewed them, I think last week in our first segment. So, what do you think of them two statements here, and how governments don't pass on message regarding Yenga?
Thank you very much, Marion. Firstly, I feel say we need for applaud the government for these two sessions where we get firstly the Ecowas session where we get up more than 10 head of states for dinner salon, and also the MRU, the Manu River Union. So it's a great one for we, and this attempt for make we put we case across. Like you say, we want to talk to Big Mike for wait for the right opportunity for talk to them, so they go for listen to you. And I think this is the right time for we for put we case across, especially the born issue we come to border. That's the born winner we at with this younger issue. So I think we have a very good opportunity for us putting our case to, and for say we get remedy when it comes to the issues there. To the statements the two statements we will just highlight. The one we government they say that for return to younger level will settle the, and also we are in the chief of Yenga clarify say no, they cannot go to Yenga because the Guinean military is still occupying there and they will not be safe. So he was speaking on behalf of his subject there for say thinking about the safetyness for Goody. And we all know how the Guineans they behave. For me, I feel say they are very lawless, and so they not take authority. So it's very difficult to make you go sit on the whereas there we already got Guinea or the honorable they tell we say the Guinea they assure with government say our citizens should go there, they will not harm them. That kind of assurance, they never trust them. How can you trust your enemy? But go take over your land, you tell and tell you say they harm your citizen. No. If any move where you they make for take over your land, the first person where they suffer that is citizen there. So the Guinea will say, okay, since the one can take over this place, I will not harm them people there first. That's what they did when they fire them first shot them, we make people them become displaced. So they cannot go back. So for me, I feel say the way the government they communicates the information, I think they need for structure. I mean, come out plainly to the people of Salone, say the truth. The people don't know say the Guineans they still occupy there, but now this is the diplomatic agreement we don't get to the Guineans and say we not go there, but then say they not go harm. But that statement itself alone, it's very risky for making a kind statement today. It's very risky for making a kind statement there. Security, they make politics by security. These are the life of a citizen. I always don't talk say one life in a salon we lost carelessly. People need to be responsible for those in authority. So it will make you put your citizen life at stake to that of Guineans.
Because of a promise.
Because of a promise. No, you don't do that. So for me, I like the chief in stand that they will not return to Yenga until the Guineans are left. So this is the right time where the internal minister of the minister don't make this call that the need for remove all the military people already, especially the Guineans. You cannot remove our military because that will go on. But the Guineans they need for left there. This is ours. They are our property. But again, for me, I feel say in as much as we have these two summits, especially the MRU, where the minister says don't become very focal in saying this. I feel say the MRU itself don't become very very dormant when it comes to border issues. This is the responsibility. This thing they don't know this Yenga issue long before now. They don't make no effort. They don't make effort. They don't make effort.
What if the efforts all go in vain?
Well, that's the day you get for question the power of the MRU. Question the power of the authority where the MRU gets. If you in an organization where they bind these three regions together, when you make a statement, these three regions need for adhere to them, they need for obey, they need for act upon the statement.
And if they not act or adhere,
they need to get that power. They need to get that power, like we Ecowas get before. Ecowas get before. You need to get that kind of power where you foresee you hold this authority to account. You know they go take your company in land unjustly. You grab in citizens and commodity. You fire a life shot by them. You still hold on to the place in as much as you don't get all kind of diplomatic discussion many years back and to date. You still hold on to them. So it means the MRU not able to forget that kind of power for bets whosoever they go against the MRU code. This is what I'm saying.
Yes, so quickly on this.
What you want to say, man, there is a point who say myself all on for the authorities in Ayenga not allow people and for go back to that place. The reason being, we have the settlers them. I talk about the residents of Enga.
Yeah. Okay.
Me, I will call on them. Let them refuse for go back. Government they say, okay, NRA don't go there. Other the immigration don't go there. Let them go there. Let government operate. Let them operate it. Then if we say that is the way. If they concentrate on revenue mobilization, let them stay there. But then government make sure. You cannot see, your people, meddling with other people. And at the end of the day, tension will be right. I know Udana Guinea man, like we, man, they say, they are ruthless, they are lawless, they cannot take other except by the other thing. Like we in Liberia do so. Okay. And we know, means that they always say with the afraid Guinea. But if you look at the tide where they between we Guinea, and this issue we they talk about, they don't say from shaking days. They don't see recently of we own time, late former President Kaba. Then go, we see former President Kuroma, then say, in fact, they don't demilitarize that area there, And one of the waste of time way Salon do, that's the way they don't do that day. Under Professor Conde, if we don't go at least build a big military barrack at that place there, get a settle of one whole battalion at that kind of area there. Because year in, year out, where that thing they come, you will see the Guinean and kind of force people out. This time around, I will call on, I tell them, say, don't go there until it's solved. Let them people at the ministry come out, now we land and go back inside and the people occupy them place.
And also we, as I say, we don't
they should not be politicking.
No. We don't talk about the MRU. Ecowas, of all, we have the
chairman. Well, the powers,
the powers lies with MRU. The government can say MRU has been very dormant.
Then say if MRU not able, Ecowas can come in.
Yes, so what MRU don't do all this while from Pakaba to this date.
They don't try.
So then they're not even one for as they said they're not able for solve the issue.
I know Lord praise the station, Manie. It gets like they say the sub-region. Well, I know one for say the Francophone countries like Guinea. I'm not feeling for really try that kind of attempts there. We look at the relationship. Family ties, where they between the historical background.
They don't look at that.
That's what I'm saying. So now the soft diplomatic approach, now we still will continue for the do.
For the past 20-30 years.
And there are people that for their
you remember one thing we talk about, let we take this thing to the International Court of Arbitration. Me don't say this times without number. Why would they renege for do that? Then now President in ECOWAS, and I make we all say now, let this be the topmost discussion now ECOWAS for this two regions here. Liberia, Salon, let Guinea take the hand off. Otherwise, it can for create future problem.
So perhaps the president will come the meeting.
Yes.
Perhaps he have to be there.
Because the minister said this morning, not all president will come. I think the vice president then will come because some get other engagement. So in the case we are in no come.
We'll see passing message to whosoever we can represent.
Exactly. Thank you.
Whosoever can represent. But
so Sierra Leone will be bold enough for pass this message inside this summit.
They have to be bold. The president got to be bold enough and face whosoever for face and tell and say, this is our place, this is our land, we want them back. As Mr. Sunday they say, the criteria them we don't come on this, we tell Professor Condemnity, we don't get to military barracks, we don't get to hospital, we don't get to good school. We don't occupy they show how serious we government today but to citizens. For the fact said and left it open, carelessly, make Guinea able for consider. So that's it they don't say to do now, very difficult to make them grab because they know what they get from there. So for them to come out today, again for take time for that.
Okay, we move away from that topic there and look at another one. Usai, leader of the opposition at Parliament, when Honorable Abdul Kago don't question the delay of the 2023 hydro deal, where a call for accountability regarding the deal. This comes at a time where Parliament be in the debates for ratify the amendment of the power purchase agreement relating to the 120 megawatt Bekongo 3 hydroelectric power project agreement for the development of the country. Well, the lawmaker argue about the issues surrounding the amendment and ask the question as to why a major green energy project they take so long for actually produce power. The debate starts where the minister asks MP them for approved new changes to the contract for the 120 megawatt hydroelectric power project. The project minister for energy saying a big water power dam project will go bring much needed electricity to the country. Well, leader of the opposition, Honorable Abdukago, strongly criticized the Ministry of Energy. Also, I point out that Parliament already don't approve the main plan for the project back in 2023. A demand for know why government still they change the paperwork 3 years later instead of turning on the lights. He also pointed out that the project already done by this hour, and he said for the work now for raise several major the other issues or raise so many other projects we go bring electricity na the country. It talk about the hidden cost, also demand for know exactly how much money still or this go cost the government and taxpayer them, and question specific parts them of the contract where he say go stop the country from fully owing or benefiting from the project in the future. He talk about a blame parliament committee for where he say they not keep eye on the project since 2023. This and plenty other things they make mention of, and other lawmakers they raise concern that the new change go to the electricity price go cost Sierra Leone and the 9.6 cents per kilowatt. They say this go make power bill too expensive for regular family them and the National Electric Company. All of these, issues them raised. But the minister in way able to talk now, they well assured members of parliament that say this project will create 1,500 jobs and fix power shortage na the country. But even with this, statements we make, the members of parliament, especially from the opposition, be still the contest, waiting there inside this agreement, and why the project don't stall since 2023. I will start with Mane on this.
Yes, thank you. So, the thing, within the opposition, the leader raised a lot of salient points where if you say the parliament for still hold on to the amendment until those points they fully understand them very well and able to meet some of the things that we raise. Now, one of the things we raise is accountability. The first agreement signed in 2023. So 3 years down the line, you're still not accountable. You know before give, you know before supply in sufficient electricity, you know before kick up the project. And now you return to Parliament and say therefore rectify the previous agreement with an interest that you go for add 9.6 US cents per hour, kilowatt hour. We are feel saying that now so much burden again you can put on the citizen. Now with the buy, somehow if you go with 100 million, so go buy light, they give 20 units.
Or lesser than.
Or lesser than that. So just imagine now, so they add another 9.6 US cents per hour. So it means if you go to 100 million, so you will get 10 units, which I feel saying are pure cheating to the people of Salone. You work them, or Englishman say they cheat them. And then I see now more burden, financial burden they add on Sierra Leone and the ordinary people. Why can't you account for the previous agreement and we don't sign? Waiting at the revenue you may gather. Why you not may kick up the project at that time? Why you want to forget another rectification in that same project there? So there are a lot of issues where I feel say the opposition leader may raise, where I feel say Parliament may for don't still hold on to the process and see say they meet some of the things there and ask a question to the minister. But even as much as people say,
then go ahead and vote and rectify the agreements them, and the members of the opposition are happy about that. We after they don't raise up those issues, we then feel say them for go back to those documents and look at before the rectification. And this is not the first time such is happening in Parliament. Yeah, there are documents that will go to Parliament for amendment or rectification. But at the end of the day, even where the opposition would raise up critical issues inside those documents, if they say they don't agree at all for pass them, the House will call for a vote, and after the vote, then can rectify or pass those documents into law.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a lot of things like that will happen in Parliament. So we still get for the ask the question whether Parliament still seek the interest of the public. You know, that some of
the whole Parliament or set of
Parliament, or we say the whole Parliament, because at the end of the day, even as much as if you oppose, you go, you vote against, the majority carries the vote. So when the majority vote in favor of that bill, obviously they go on. So it's the same Parliament. So if you just dissect one person saying this or that, so now the entire Parliament, whether they really they seek the interest of the public, because mind you, a reminder as always, now the public they vote to in, who represent them. So if you cannot speak for the public, you cannot, they consider the interest of the public. It as well means say you are not considerate. You're not meant for the inside the Parliament because you cannot advocate well for the public. How you allow such an rectification will go on after 3 years? When we don't make the initial agreement, and nothing will go on with the initial agreement. You not account to the initial amendment. Now you not to the initial agreement. Now you want to make another amendment after 3 years, of which benefits? They come back again with another proposal for say you want to add on the kilowatt per hour $9.6 US.
And the minister was not clear. The minister was not clear if this particular project or so, be able for benefits people and since 2023 to now. It just make mention of several things that the project will come with and why the amendment at this time.
Yes, I see talk about say go out 1,500 job opportunities. Yeah. Come on, you go out 1,000. Yes, even as much as you go out job opportunity, with that number, they may not still guarantee the number of 1,500 people. So you recruit them. The thing is, in as much as you recruit these people, think about the public, this customer, because now they buy the electricity from now they buy the light from the product from now. If they make them too exorbitant for them, how if you say they want their life could look like for other people? Okay. Investors then they can business people in the day. So if they supply the light where they go for. And you go to Parliament for me to rectify with more burden to the people. I feel say enough fear enough with people.
Yes, Sundu, in all of this, Parliament gets key role for play in terms of whether they pass laws or then they amend rectifications or whatnot. Parliamentarian, especially the designated committee, then for supposed to follow those documents and see how then they implement them. And one of the members of Parliament make mention of that, say the Committee on Energy or so now Parliament, not them in the blame because since 2023 they not get any updates regarding this particular project, and now then they carry out an amendment into this particular agreement so far. This brings me to the question of how Parliament don't they follow, those laws them when they pass or those documents when they rectify for CC then come into reality over the years. Of course, you know a CSO and you don't work with Parliament over the years, but you don't see much of that don't they happen?
Marion, not even we still work because we talk about participate in the Parliament. Nancy will take a whole training parliamentary committee. In fact, by then now we say for them be parts of some of them committees there according to the training we'll be go to at that time. For say CSOs on key thematic area where we all operate, at least let we say be the representative, for which will be saying a very, very laudable thing and for the first term let Parliament involve we into the kind of thing. The reason being, you talk about following up, monitoring. This not the call way we don't ever they make. For say we governments, they are good in making laws, passing, ratifying treaties and the like. But the follow up, if you go imagine 2023, then go with these agreements and parliaments for this being Congo. And being Congo project not today, Marion. If history can tell we where will they come up, let me tell we say being Congo for them be one of the main source for Sierra Leone energy projects. But due to politics, then pull and they can go na go create artificial, that's what I would say. But being Congo, if you go there, I don't go there. right? Where you go be in Congo, you dey left. In fact, you go there from Jama Swafe if you come on at this part. Yeah, you go even there na this other area, the Mende lines, because now in between Mende and line and the Kono side, that Nimiama area there. So for me, now projects this way don't they cry for all this while say being Congo, if Dande don't come into fusion, Dande for don't supply the cow they get this West African power pole. We would supply Guinea, even because 120 megawatts. Imagine waiting and for on the B for that kind side. Then they will make the East SSF. We connect to the inside and the for the gets then kind facility then they. So for me, I think say we discuss now and the emphasis we lay on the opposition say then create the raise concern. That's Naina would expect them for letting they do. See the way they not say we they into agreements. We fishy, we the no one for me we know. Then for they for letting put them out to the public, let we know and discuss them. Then can talk. Yeah? Like waiting Mania say in parliaments, we put them there for letting discuss, talk on issues. They cannot agree all of them on one issue. That's why parliaments get a room for voting. If we see say me and you then now with 3 will not agree, not going to vote. If we 2 agree, then meaning we don't defeat your purpose. So all within the opposition raise, it is in place. But when the minister grab and talk, he explain that these agreements will make we get further increments. When that 9 point something we talk about energy, they add up to this one money. Now waiting the feature the tell. In addition, if we get that 120 megawatts,
then go if we get the 120, then go increase the tariff.
That is it. That's what I'm saying. So for me, the project not even started.
Yeah.
So the question here is why not the follow up? And I agree with that side. I agree with the opposition. Follow up is the issue.
So what thing that gets for do with the increment where they want for make? If we get more electricity, does that mean that the country for make an increment?
I mean, like I tell you, Marion, Akiole says energy is not cheap.
We all know.
Energy is not cheap.
We all know that.
Let's just agree with that. And with time, the way to be the pay, we now be the post-paid meters. Now we need to do it again. I prepaid. I'm saying.
So why pass that agreement in 2023 where perhaps they no say that amount, the amounts where people they pay for electricity, the tariff, not favorable. Why pass them in 2023 and not be don't adjust that at that time? 2023 to 2026 now a very short time for go amend agreement.
So that is the question we now they say the parliamentarians at that time when they passed that 2023. This Abdul Kabo be there. You understand?
Yeah.
So the question we made is now they have done their own part, but the follow up of them documents why the project in the first place not kickstart. Why the project?
That are the question then they ask.
That is it. So for me, that is my concern. Why all this time they hold on to her? Is it the company we want for CAM? They not get money for CAM? They not get bank loan or the country for sponsoring for because for do that kind of thing they get for involve a lot of millions of dollars in that place there. A lot of work. And for the job creation, yes, then they own any kind of way, Sierra just get for the day. 1,500 if it happens today, meaning you don't reduce.
The number is too huge for such a project.
What if 1,500.
How realistic that?
So that is what I'm saying. I say if that is the thing because
the whole EDSA, how many staff then get in the first place for me? You get a project like this way, you get 1,500 staff.
The insertion of the projects, then get for start work. And when you start, you need labor. Then labor, they all so we government they talk about labor. They talk about.
So therefore, no state a temporal work.
No, government no, they don't operate so. What, for the mere fact, if the project lasts for 3 years, 4 years, then people only get for livelihood. Let's say that technical people away land, they all that thing and get for day, except the manual labors. We don't know after the project go done, perhaps pass the employees some for security or cleaning or otherwise. But the technical people has to be there and then get for day. So job creation would be in that aspect. Let's be honest.
Okay, we move away from that topic there and look at another one. We say the Civil Aviation Authority don't announce temporal security and traffic rule na the Freetown International Airport from the 17th to 19th of July 2026 as way for accommodate arriving delegates for the ECOWAS summit. According to the notice where they put out and say key passenger, and say all commercial flights go operate normally on them regular schedule. They say access inside the terminal go strictly limited to passengers with valid travel documents and authorized staff. They say meters and greeters ban from entering the terminal building during the 3 days here. They also make mention of, you say, water taxi passenger, they wouldn't say for fallers, specific designated routes and airport security sign for get to the terminal. They also say ferry or road passenger not go directly use the main terminal, then say them for drop off, assemble at the old airport terminal, outside and go get free shuttle buses where go drive them from the main terminal through security routes and several other things they including the cargo. They say cargo go be suspended on the 17 and 19 and then go hold them in storage for security purposes, and people go pick up their cargo on the 20th of July. But since this notice come out, a lot of critical questions don't be asked by citizens. That one of them now, if the government prioritize the diplomatic, option of this ECOWAS summit over delay of economic reaction of local business, them talking about cargo, talking about the restriction of passengers and the one them where they go left in airport and all of those things, they make mention of them. But the measures where they put in place as to how passenger them we in order for take part by the summit move freely in at the airport don't be questioned on several platforms them over the weekend. And the main one where people and they make mention of now the cargo, talking about goods and services where people can come with through the airport and the delay then 2 days here. So waiting will be the faith of those business people in terms of all of these things where the Civil Aviation Authority make mention of as part of them, the measures where they don't put in place for this ECOWAS summit. I'll start with Mane.
Yes, thank you. So for me, I feel those questions to a citizen they ask, I feel in as much they get right for ask a question, but I think that sometimes you just need to be for sure reasonableness. You need to be reasonable with the government. If you get more than one airport, I guess this pressure not from a day on the airport, this one where we get so now, we're up to standard. So it's difficult on the government because now one we get. And because we'll get that one day, for every country, when other head of states that they come, you get maximum security protection. Because their life, they now you care. Whatever happen, now salon name they go call. So we all go for sure understanding. We go for adjust with timetable. We go for adjust with safe. For make we allow the government for use the airport for now. We they can go left na road. We family then they go overseas. One go left na road. Now just 3 days. It can be so until you don't buy your ticket, it fall within the 17 to the 19. Yes, but you go for sure adjustments. Okay, let you find where you want to go because I'm not going to allow you for go inside. They're not stop people not for travel, but they're just to say within these 3 days. Now this adjustment will go for happen, and they're not the same forever. So we get for sure that kind of understand it, and it's a pride for us having ECOWAS summit here, having head of state, various head of state for Canada with country. It's a good one for we, and so for the ones that they do business, where they talk about the economic trade, I guess yes. Even we on a normal circumstance, most people sometimes they're not like for even use the airport. They can prefer for use Guinea and use the road for camp. Use an alternative means. We know they say it's bad. You can use alternative means for them if you're able for wait to take 3 days.
Enough time for decide whether for use the airport or use another route.
Enough time in what?
They don't give those people enough time for make them decide whether they're able for wait for the cargo or whatnot or use Guinea.
Yes, but no, you don't need enough time. Your cargo can come na Lunge airport. Within that 3 days, it's secured. I guess it's secure.
What if
after the 3 days, you can go and pick up your cargo. You can go and pick up, but if you're in haste, you can make a send up for you. They can divert the route, go to Guinea, count time for you by road. It's different because on a normal circumstance, me and you two know, so most people can for use Guinea airport because they say we're expensive. So it's very normal. So why you raise issue now? Where now they get dignitarism, big people they come, and we need the security, maximum security. And with that entire Lunge, they get for be condom. That's the military language. They get for be condom. You know, so if they see the ear, they go for really condom. So you don't allow any possible way you feel they go for obstruct security issue, they allowed you for just go like that. You gotta forget real serious reason for make you pass through the airport for now for the next 3 days. And I feel say nothing is wrong with that. And if every government, every country get any measures they could put in place.
And the security fee where they put they don't pull force for investigation. Now you win for a stranger the way they come. You think so?
These are diplomats, so I'm not facing the pay.
Then they pay.
And they pay. I'm not facing the pay that.
Okay.
I'm not facing the pay the airport tax. These are diplomats, these are president. They're not the pay that. But for me, you too, for one for talk about that security field and pool, we'll go for come another deal. We can discuss. You know.
Soon.
Yeah, I think the issue of the airports, for me, now understanding, and we also accept real things the way they happen. That is the case. If we say only that sector, and keep bring all of them, you know, under the, you know, carpets. But to be very honest, I believe say the Lunge itself, and if the aviation authorities look or demand fits, say let people divert them cause for this moment, and the way they do them, the only airports for me, wait till I see, now they use for outside, that's the one that we want to travel. When I can go to the old airports, they want to use a shuttle for come board on a cargo. Why they do this? We get forget a lot of entourage. People don't get for they keep coming. If you go long,
but this old airport's not in a good condition. I wonder if they go don't fix them.
No, they go don't fix them. They go don't fix them because they not use them. That's it. That's shuttle. That's shuttle they use. They use them for shuttle. Yeah.
The condition it not be fine. So as so waiting I see a few days ago for make people use them as shuttle. Say.
I believe say they go don't fix stand it up for make not so for too long. I can say 3 days, Marion, a maximum with understanding. Because if we say only accept that, then meaning no one for lady summit. It will be a lot of. It will bring a lot of conjecture at that airport. You and me know that one. The airports can turn and airport security a very delicate. People go there and want to take advantage, and we know say now foreigners they come now. You know, head of states say they come. We now from other countries they come out. So I think so we have to put measures like what any other country can do. No more wait like we talk about why people go board flights na Guinea. These $25 we na be the issue. We don't see them suspend them. For reason being, I think there was some mama inside. Now the internal affairs minister don't say let them suspend them and audits. They go on right now as we talk. Me go one safe that particular thing they yes we need them, but that $25 is too exorbitant. I make you see people for $25.
Yes, for $25
go na Guinea.
Because they don't know why they spend.
Why they spend. So now I make now all this on kind side. You know, certain thing and they we get for the look at. Yes, one is PPP business, but there are certain agreements. We want to do them. Let them look at the minor thing way for make people in the diverting calls. Simple. It's small with the same, but people will say no. I would prefer that $25 if you change it. I will buy me petrol. Now let them go pick me up. Kana free song. Easier start. But why you go do that? So I think let the authority then now think say the $25 for me since they don't put audit, they mean say for me not necessarily safe to that extent.
Okay, with the pick calls now inside the show, we go for scholar on the phone. Good morning. Hello.
Lamin Samoa Koyato.
Yeah, go ahead, Lamin.
Yeah. From the newspaper review we una make, it says the government avoid the OAU mistake since the IDR. You know, the last time I've been talking at this forum that the IDR now campaign tool for the SLPP.
Why you say so? Why you say so? Why you say so?
They always don't say we say the OAU now in wreck this country, and now the IDR they justify
why they wire for who?
They're not justified. Then just state the reality. The money spent during the OAU summit and this one.
The OAU na 4 region.
Okay.
This summit is na one region. And this money, the minister, the coach, the IDRC, the OAU spend more money than them. But the OAU na 4 region. This one na one region. So if you quantum per money, na deception than they said. So the IGR na campaign material for the SLPP. Now the fact that the IGR no ever pull reports now whether in favor of APC. Always the reports now in favor of SLPP. Go and check the reports them. Now the facts that the. Thank you.
Anyway, 07999949993 now the number for call inside the show and make a contribution so far regarding the issues where we don't discuss. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, your name also the call from.
Good morning, Marion Precious George. Concerned citizen, Cleveland.
Okay.
Yes, Marion, talking about this younger issue. By the virtue of the position of the president as chairman, the status of chairman of Ecowas, you know, this conference will make a landmark opportunity achieve, as you say, the new diplomacy for regaining younger back. But so far, as it is, just like the chief, President Bruno feels that people in the younger bank, their life will be under jeopardy. Because just like it should also see, we know the attitude of the Guineans. They were neighbors, we know each other.
Okay.
We are very docile, but we know the Guineans, they are not like us.
Thank you.
I mean, we look forward for this conference with the host for making together achievement with the city. It's a total failure. I guess we concern now.
Okay, 07999949993. Call and make your contribution regarding the issues where we don't discuss so far. Hello, your name outside the call from.
I'm inside the call from Central.
Yes, go ahead.
You see, the people when they compare OU and this, OU takes about a year and a half to prepare. This is why they're not even done yet too. Because why you say the hotel is not done yet, the villa is not done yet. Now they get for begin the tussle between Lunge and Bintuman in Africa Naya. We will not get any. Well, in fact, we talk now the other day. Then my would have been them to carry. Therefore, don't tell China. So maybe give one ferry. If not one ferry self. Oh, you want them, you know, say we'll get a crisis for access the other part of the river. Then make sure them buy 2 ferries. Well, now all the people are waiting for participate either through the beaching and dancing. Of course, what is this way this work for Ken and Goody? And now the president may even know whether now by road they get for go. If now road they get for go, you know most traffic congestion will get that day. The conference already not spend all that money for this show. Now for just one day, the 19th, with the head of state, they can then get for Canada with yourself. Just after the conference, then they go back.
Okay.
Just one day. So now money, they go compare to 1980 when a 50 head of state would be to money, Mami Hotel, you name them. All of them will be benefited that way. Although it will continue for the economy.
Thank you.
We can compare.
Thank you. 07999949993 will pick more calls. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, your name outside the call from.
Mr. Mayo, good morning.
Good morning.
Suleiman, the call from Pike Street.
Okay.
Mr. Lamin Samoa, I go with you. You got some man in the Bobo Kintoka, the two you get from no get for Benham. I go with me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you. But what I want to say this, why you guys talk about this, the elderly people here, we've been done in a society, we've been done work better or no better. They fit to form that organization for reform Sierra Leone, from the parliament to the status. Because if they want, then they will not get one party manifesto. When a Sierra Leone manifesto would they get. So I think the I for B. Maybe ordinary people they were in the real Sierra Leone, they will not to the police, and made them from the organization here. For made them facing the politician for tell them the hard fact. Thank you.
Okay. We'll take 3 more calls and we wrap up. 079-994-993. Call and make your contribution regarding the topic them we don't discuss so far. Hello, your name also.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. What are they talk? What are they talk? Your name outside the call from? Okay. Okay.
Everything. Now, the ICC, I said, now, look at the people now, look at the back now, now, this is the life we don't know, the national don't know, the China thinking epic for and bringing to use it as it's one of the
Okay, 2 more calls, 07999949993, and 2 more, we wrap up the show this morning. Hello, your name outside the call from. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Marion Precious George.
Good morning.
My country the call from Obgon.
Okay, go ahead.
Me, I dey talk about the light. What they say them done and then therefore increase the tariff. Let them remember say now we put them there. How them go can increase some bad one? How go them go want allow the buy top up? How them go allow the live? Look how they live now. We they suffer, we they strain. It's not easy. They put petrol price down, still the transport. Now the same thing we they pay. Now the same thing we take keke, you take this. Now the same thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. One more call and we end the show. 079-994-993. Now the number for call inside the show. Hello, your name outside the call from.
Good morning, Marion Precious George.
Yeah, good morning.
And I'm from Central.
Okay, go ahead.
I be don't want them in Maya. I won Lamin. I won Bakar. Una put the ball. I'm a soldier in this game, but they won't pass me. This game, now we all get a family, that more than Joseph, let God bless a pick. Then they are go to Lamin, and the morning I say, you answer me, to make that phone. So this issue of Yenga, my sister, now they kept something, maybe we have to be the disclosure addition, say for me small. The mistake, the past administration, that's the way Alpha Conde, because civilized, by this guy with this show. We be touching with them, we don't give that green lights. The government for don't build barracks, like all this thing for the rest. But President Bio, this thing now, you know the chairman, now you host them out of the council. Take this now as one of your key priorities for letting Yenga them free them once and for all. It could be a legacy of you. Say President Bio, when Yenga then can donor, they could be a legacy for the war.
Okay.
Thank you so much, my sister.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Well, we're not going to pick any more calls again with the wrap up. I'll start with Sundu. Summary more, just summarize, please.
Oh, yes. Well, that's a good thing. But I want to tell the caller plenty thank you for taking part, on the development of Salon. I want to start first for tell we callers and say the summits we Salon the host. When they talk about the money we involved, in fact, somebody talk about the OAU summit in 1980. I think at that time they still spent up to $67 million. At that time, imagine. Now we talk about Salo economy, we don't even consider. But at that time, the money value. Now this one, this Ecowas conference center, this center where they build, not to, by waiting me understand, governments they in partnership, not PPP projects, not a public private partnership business. Governments provide land or certain thing there or guarantee the loan, right? I think say there is a difference here. And they're not done the project it. The hotel get for build up to 5-star hotel. Yeah? This all get for be part of Sierra Leone. And this conference all if they donor. International conferences, we admire countries. We can just say people don't go like big they don't go Nigeria, they don't go to other country for go host summits. This get for day now, at least other countries they will can now for make sure say they can get summits like that because it will host the kind of people the way we want to never get them. So for me, Lord pray to go let them donor with the 5-star hotel, you understand. But that not mean say if we for host, we not for host. If now we for host, let we host. In any case, we know say the OAU way at that time,
IMF advice and the like, they say not be look guarantee. Look the property with them bill. The OE villas, if you go today, in fact, government send up for seller. We know they maintain, like you talk, maintenance culture. Because we not getting us in this place. And we need to forget them kind of thing. Yeah? And on the other hand of the Enga, me they appeal to the residents of Enga. Let we show the government say we safe, we can disgruntle, don't go there. Because you cannot go there and sit with military people. If they demilitarize the place, then they have the right for me to go there. So they say Guineans, we know their attitude. So for me, let government do its best and let this be the topmost discussion of President Bill and the foreign minister within the Minority Union where they don't begin and the Ecowas summit. And we hope say Sierra Leoneans and Mion talk about last night, we support. You understand? Let we make our country peaceful because by doing so, now we they sell the country by the international stage. Okay. So I will advise Sierra Leoneans the law cooperate on the possible call for this elderly council. I still a push na two things. Let we get national development plan for Sierra Leone. And this one what they talk about. Because we forget national development, I mean that national plan for Sierra Leone. Where you the political party, where you want to do anything, and from that national development plan you go take. Okay. If what you want to achieve with each tenor, you pull on day. So we they push for that, and I pray we will succeed in that.
Thank you, Mane.
Yes, so for say thank you again to we call us them. We always they contribute to the show. For the younger issue, they ask Mr. Sundu to call on. We know we citizens only for goodie because the government prioritizes for get more revenue than the life of the citizens for protect them. May the citizens stay back. They want to be the side now. Younger men stay back and wait until the military, the Guinea military, don't disembark from that region. We will be fine. For the Ecowas summit where they happen. For me, I always say I'm happy for what happened. But at the end of the day, we still talk about how to maintain the legacy we go left, especially the structure where they put up. Okay. We get one big problem as Salon for maintain something. We get a very, very big problem. So we don't know what the arrangement the government could put in place because Mr. Sundu, they say all our international countries thinking one for can host will over get big summit. What if they can host, then the building not even maintain? After the government don't get about $2 million, you know, about $2 million for construct that place there, you know. So it could be a step to it. So we government need to put up a serious body, a committee. We could for maintain that place. Even a private entity under government, it could find for labor for maintenance. So that it could be as a legacy for the Lunge people. We have quite a part of the airport within Lunge. I don't think no in any good structure way of government monument they under again past this one. Okay. So it could be a good one. Take to my one for say thank you to the callers and everybody contribute to the show.
Thank you so much, James Kamaramane and Solomon Sundu for joining us this morning. And thanks to everybody who make the show possible. DJ Wondagiwi, technical support in the studio, Abubakar Bendu, and so you see make us live on Facebook and YouTube. The producers of the show na Fatimata Lebi and Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya, executive producer Teresa Thomas. Until tomorrow, we will go join you again for another edition of the Epic Morning Show. Marion Precious, George say, do have a beautiful day and happy working week. Tata.